And of course,
I have an idea.
it's gonna make an announcement. See, I guess the thing is, if I'm always in here for, um, if I'm always in here when I'm streaming stuff, although that doesn't make sense for for single player things. But if I'm always in here when I'm streaming stuff, it means that everyone can get the video and get the audio, and I can just deny everyone permission to talk, which I can't do for Horsemen, I guess. I can't shut you guys up, but
Aha!
that's really not a bad thing.
It has all the power, but none of the power.
Yeah.
All of the power, but none of the control.
All of the power, but none of the benefit. That's you in like Locomotive Royale.
Yeah.
And
I just
the
sit
cards.
there.
Yeah.
And I
okay,
sleep.
so Betsy's over here. Now, where are the rest of our engines?
I think there's a porter here with me at the sawmill.
Hmm.
So
Both.
That would be Mothman.
Yep.
yeah.
Both porters should be at the sawmill.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. There's Mothman
Also,
is over
it
here
won't
at the
let
end
me
of the
join.
log train, and Betsy's just in the shed. Where was Sasquatch?
MDIR.
I have no idea where Sasquatch is. I'm not gonna lie.
Have we lost another one?
It's around.
We never lost one.
It's yeah, that's true. We did never lose
Right,
one,
you're
but
right.
it's around. And like has been mentioned. Oh, I see you over there. Like has
Oh,
been
wait, where
mentioned,
are you?
it isn't an. I'm in the caboose.
Oh, okay.
It isn't an episode of the MDIV without losing a Eureka.
Yeah,
so-
can we just say that the Eureka is cursed?
I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure we established that.
It's Lucy before Lucy.
Yeah. We're gonna need to
Also-
load up this train and go to the iron mine. By the way.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay.
Also, question.
What's up?
we seem to
The
be on the wrong siding.
The server is MDIVRR, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you in the
Okay,
right download region? Because I was in
Yep,
the wrong download
Boston.
region. Yes.
Yep.
I am in Boston.
Can you not get in?
Yeah,
No, we
it
can't
says
find the
one
server.
person is on the server.
Well, it always does that.
Ah.
Do you-
password
also,
is
make sure you use the
lowercase,
password.
right?
Yes, that is the password.
Bacon lowercase?
Yeah, all lowercase.
Yes.
It should be fine. I mean, 2 other people have gotten in, so I don't think it's a server issue.
Yeah.
Dare I say it?
It's a client side issue.
I think it is. I might have to come back in a sec.
Okay.
This game is
This
just a
might
client-side
require a
issue.
restart.
So,
We don't-
oh yeah.
We don't need class lamps on everything. We don't need
Yes, we
lamps
do.
hanging on every
Class lamp.
single hanger. No.
class
Yes,
lamps.
we do.
Class lamps everywhere.
Oh man.
No
So-
peace, no sleep,
Oh,
no
what was this one called again? Jersey Devil. Okay.
Yes, Jersey Devil.
Did you stoke it up, or should I do that?
I just stoked it up. It should be good, although I'm pretty sure it had steam to begin with.
Yeah, 94, 400 degrees. We're good to go.
We need to run the engine around the train.
Yeah,
So-
but oh yeah. Are we going to turn it around, or are we going to tender first?
Yeah, we're gonna turn it around. So go ahead and pull out.
Wait, is it uncoupled? No, I'll
No,
do
it's
that.
not.
It,
Gloria
it-
said
it-
giggity.
It wasn't a client side issue. It was a spelling issue.
Okay. How?
I had
It's a
beacon.
client-side
had
issue.
beacon
You are the
rather than
client, and
bacon.
it is on your side.
Beacon.
I had off to the beacon line quickly.
I mean,
The beacon line?
didn't we talk about that last time I talked about the Housatonic? Tyler, when you and I were talking about the Housatonic, I mentioned their stretch of railroad that is called the Beacon Line, and we just
Yeah.
had this moment of like, yes,
Yeah,
Beacon,
I remember
Beacon.
that. Oh, hello there, Ellis.
Hey, how are
You
you?
cannot escape me.
Oh, what? I'm.
Hey, get
okay,
back here, get back
I'm
here.
stuck in the Jersey Devil. I can't get out of the cab.
Oh no, here we go.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like a Weibold issue.
Okay,
Yes.
well,
Start placing
Ellis,
track.
can you throw the switch behind me, because I literally can't leave the engine.
Okay, hold on. Well, you need to go more forward than that.
No, the switch. Yeah, the switch is good. The one
You-
at least. The
No,
one.
no,
that's-
like,
I mean,
in order to turn the engine around, you need to go more forward than that.
wait, do we have a? Oh.
Because this
okay.
whole thing is like a balloon loop-ish.
Wait, I thought you
Yeah.
said we were going tender first.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I misheard you.
Maybe I misspoke. That's always a chance.
Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
over
you look
here.
at me.
Tyler, get the hell away from me.
No. This is the end in the beginning. This is
Okay, so
traditional.
I've kind of forgotten the logging line here. How
All right,
do I
you're
turn
good. You're good. You're good. There's a
Okay.
switch
In
right
the
there that you just need to
beginning.
pull past.
You go southwest and you get to the log camp.
Okay, no, I'm literally stuck in the cab. I cannot get out.
But you can drive it.
Yeah, I can drive it. Well, the thing is,
All right, that's fine.
If I go out of simulator view, I'm just in the cab and I can turn around, but none of my movement commands work.
Hold on, wait a minute. I wonder.
I have a dream that you would get out of my locomotive.
Why don't we just
Hold on.
pick the engine up and move it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Push!
Okay, you
If
know
I
what?
Watch, you'll get stuck with
Okay,
it.
I can't move it out from under you. So
You know what? I'm just gonna leave and come back.
okay. Oh, Andy's gone.
Correct.
Yeah, I said I was leaving.
I know, but you just you just poofed away. Again, I get messed
Also,
up.
just a note, the doors work on the front of the cab now.
Oh, is that a new thing?
They didn't before?
Recently, yes.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
The fireman's side one always worked.
No, it didn't.
Oh, never mind.
I know this engine. I
Oh
built-
yeah, that's right.
This is my child.
Wait, you know, I just thought, if we get a bunch more of these engines, can we put them all in one shed and call it the cookie jar?
Oh my god.
Please, we need this.
The Cookie
Are
Monster
you
is
trying to
not
get
a
to the turntable?
cryptid.
No, I'm talking about the shed.
Oh.
We have the sheds for cookies only, and we call it the cookie jar.
I know. I just wanted to announce that. The Cookie Monster is not a cryptid.
It's
Someone
not a
please
cryptid
write
to
a
you.
script for us. Make it a cryptic.
We need
Cryptid,
SCP
not-
Cookie Monster. Or would the whole of Sesame Street be an SCP?
I mean, it could be. It's like you take a wrong turn and you end up on Sesame Street instead of Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
It's not even an SCP. It's just that's the containment unit.
That's yeah.
They
It's
put- They put all of like the really child-friendly monsters together.
there. You go.
Question.
You see, SCP Foundation needed to make some money.
Question. If we write
Turn it
this
into a TV
them
show.
ourselves, does it count?
Yeah. I mean, SCP is a collaborative thing, right? Like, we could.
Oh shit! Here we go.
What was it? When I was younger, I wanted to write an SCP about like a sentient train, but like not like Thomas the Tank Engine, but it was sort of like, you know, it's like if you touched it, it could like temporarily take over your body so it could talk or something. It was weird.
Thomas the Tank Engine, but he stabs people. He doesn't live on the island of Sodor. He lives on the island of Manhattan.
He haunts the subways,
Yeah.
He's not a train. He's actually just the person that rides the subway at
Yeah.
1 a.m.
and
I was
but he
just
has
gonna
like
say,
a
what the
smokestack
hell,
coming out of
Capone?
his head.
He's Thomas. Thomas the Tank Engine is a reincarnation of Al Capone. You heard it here first.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
152 is gonna have a fun time with this one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so wait,
Yeah.
where's the? Okay, I am officially back in the land of the living. Where's Jersey Devil?
I should finish
Jersey Devil.
figuring out the stuff for
Deviling?
152 and put it in RO. It's like this next year's April Fools.
Oh yeah, the L&N one. Or are you talking about the free foot guy?
LNN.
Okay.
You know what should have been
Because
done? Okay.
screw Alaska.
You know what should have been done for the April Fools? You should have just had like taken that train model from what is it that model, like that wooden model train game. where you
Oh
build
yeah.
tracks, and you
Oh,
just you
God.
just add that in as like you replace all the engines with that, no matter what they are.
Yeah, I remember in Trains 2006 it came with the Brio stuff.
Oh
There
my
was
God, they
Brio
did.
stuff?
Yeah.
We don't endorse that here.
Oh god, I remember that now.
Oh,
Alright,
no,
we got
it's-
2 cars. I got a link and a pin in this end.
Okay. That's good. I was about to ask about that.
Hello there.
We're gonna need to actually load this train also. So.
Bonk.
We have been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh my God. What was it? Was it the Nevada Northern?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We've been trying to reach you about your locomotive's extended warranty.
That was so good. All right, I guess we're just gonna pull the whole train around because we don't have. I mean, we've only got the one engine that's in service right now, and everything's together in a train. So
Yeah.
everyone, just go ahead and make sure there are no handbrakes on, and I'll try to drag this
Yeah.
consist up.
Well, I remember where Sasquatch is now. Off I go.
Okay,
yeah,
go
where
get
is it?
Sasquatch.
He's a Sasquatch. He's a Bigfoot hunter.
Where's Sasquatch?
I'll give you a guess from the way I'm going.
Is
I
it
mean,
in
I
the?
didn't
Is
see
it at the
where you
smelter?
went.
Yep.
Okay.
It's at the bottom of. Oh God.
I mean,
I mean,
I
what
could've
is it-
At the
got-
bottom of Oh God Hill. Yes.
What is it down there with?
Jader was using it for switching when,
Oh, okay.
when we were last on.
Using a tender engine for switching, right? Yeah.
Hey, he ran it in. It was the road power to go down with the cordwood train.
Okay, it was the cordwood. Okay, the cordwood hasn't come back up yet.
Nope. I believe I was the last maneuver on the server last time because we wound up hitting the switch to the iron mine that was against us.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
did.
right.
Yeah, you never saw the wreck, did you?
I don't think I did. I saw a wreck last time, but I think it was Joe's
Okay,
wreck.
you got 2 more cars.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 more car. Okay, start hitting the brakes.
brakes.
Yeah, I put Joe to shame on that run. Everything went fine aside from switching earlier until
Just start
leaving that
backing up,
smelter.
okay?
Okay. Backing up. Backing
And
up.
that switch is good right there. Okay. So wait, were we going to try to do like any like specific like numbers on each type of like the beams or the what is this, lumber? Yeah, lumber or beams.
I don't actually know what it needs, so I would just do half and half.
Okay.
When you get down there, Braden, do a check and see what the storage of the smelter looks like.
Radio. The cordwood storage, iron storage, and rail storage. Got it?
Yeah.
Smeltery. I still the cordwood or the cordwood platform just still makes me angry.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
Mortal.
The only thing that makes Tyler happy here.
Is bad cordwood placement.
I mean, you could get away with putting a switch there if you had a really porter sharp turn and just ran cordwood trains through with the porter. Wait.
Tell me when to stop, by the way.
Okay, starts. Start stopping. Yeah, sorry.
Starting to stop.
Okay, keep going. You got 1 more car length before. Go. Okay, you need like half. I'm staring at
I
the
need
wall.
half.
Of the caboose.
Okay.
Yeah, half a car. Like about half to 3/4 of a car length. Okay. Okay, stop.
Stopping.
Okay,
Alright,
let's
I'll
load.
help load. I'll help perform the most tedious task in Railroads Online.
You know what I'm tempted to do?
What?
Add AI
Take-
workers.
No, take Betsy up and start laying the coal mine route.
I think
yeah.
Brian did that last time. I would
That
check
sounds
on
like
it.
an extreme sport. So laying
Okay.
track while running a train.
I mean, they did it in real life.
It's
I'm
an
taking
extreme
this
sport.
locomotive. You can't stop me.
Okay. I mean,
And I
that's-
literally just used the reroute tool to get around switching.
What the hell? What is
yeah,
this
I
yard?
think at some point there are so many things where this game strives for like the most
Realism.
the most realism, and otherwise known as the most difficult way to do this stuff. I need to pull up a
Yeah.
little bit.
We need a crane. That's what we need.
Yeah, like at some point the re-rail tool is going to need to be nerfed. And since you've played Derail Valley, you've now experienced the thing that I always harp on about with the controls.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to know what you think about that. Aside from I mean, you were having issues seeing in the cab, but other than that,
I like VR.
you like VR. I would love to play it in VR, man.
you know what?
It's good. I'm just beating my graphics card to literal death.
All right, so we're out of cordwood down here.
Okay.
We are out.
You need to back up just 1 car
Oh, no.
length so I can fill up 1 more car with lumber.
I need to finish filling this car up with beams.
We got 16 iron ore.
Oh, okay.
Let me check rail real quick. How are we looking over
Okay, so we have
What is
16
it?
iron ore. Okay, so then I guess I can put you in charge of running a cordwood train. If you think you can do it, you should be able to. The grades aren't too bad; they're 2%, and you're wholly
Yeah.
empty.
The thing I want them to implement is, what was it in the Unity version, American Railroads before this? They had a thing where like you would at like, do you remember like they had like a crane that literally ran on the flatbeds that loaded logs onto them?
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I never played the original. I own it, but
Yeah.
The reason why we haven't implemented that is because we'd have to code it in again, and
Oh, and different. It's
For
a
the-
different. It's a different engine, so yeah, you'd have to like start from scratch.
yeah, for the
Hey, stop!
crap! I
I'm
was checking
talking
to
to
see if
Ella.
we had.
Sorry.
Stop! There we go.
Continue. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
So for how the engine works and what the loads are that we have, we kind of think that having that sort of crane again, at least the model that was present in the previous game, is kind of unnecessary.
Mm.
Let's see here. I'm trying to
Fud.
remember which path is mine.
How do I
Okay.
get out of here? How do
Yeah,
I
I'm
escape
currently
hell?
trying to figure out, like, because we have so many switches and we have so many lines,
Yeah.
and I barely play on this map.
I
No, I mean-
understand the sawmill.
Most people barely play on this map. You can go out either way, Braden.
Yeah.
You can go out either way, and you'll make it back to the sawmill. Tyler, what you want to do is just go to the line after you go under the bridge, the one that's all the way to the left.
Yeah, I've already gotten myself
Yeah.
there. I was just trying to make sure before. But anyhow, so with that, there is one that is, I believe, Biles Coleman Lumber Company had a similar design. It's a much larger form of car. We have diagrams of it, but that would be like a late game thing that we don't really want to do right now
Yeah.
at all.
Or you know what you could do that? It's like have that if you're gonna do like the re-rail tool, have it so that it plays a little cutscene where it just shows that appearing, and then in pulling up the whatever derailed and putting it back on the track, like that's the
Well,
breakdown
we'd
train.
rather have actual cranes that you can actually manage instead of jerry-rigging a crane that's designed specifically only for hauling a few logs on flat cars, in which case, the stability of that thing, it's going to fall off if you try to haul a locomotive up. It doesn't matter if it's the 7.5-ton porter, it
The
will still
crane
fall
will-
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
this
know
is...
people were like, yeah, use it. No. There are, if right
I'm
now
sorry,
the re-rail
it's just-
tool is
It's just the outsider being wishful.
yeah, it's the re-rail tool right now is the stopgap. If we're going to do the actual system, we're gonna do it right the first time that we're actually gonna try at it. And so that means that we're going to build something like the one that we have proposed on the tree right now is DNRGW Derek OZ,
Oz!
which
Yeah.
Oz is a very weird thing. She is, I have like only 2 photos of her. She's a very weird thing. Because she goes like most things on the narrow gauge, in between the narrow and the standard. And it's just kind of a big what the fuck.
Wait,
Like-
it ran both on both?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they re-gauge stuff. Like some of the rotaries, CNS rotaries, those got re-gauged. I think
Oh,
the
okay.
DNRGW rotaries at some point they got re-gauged.
Oh, what is it? I'm trying to remember here. I know I'm forgetting what it was called, but like around the Civil War, at the time the South had like a slightly bigger gauge, right?
It was
like
5 foot.
9 or something.
They had a lot of gauges.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a lot, but most of them were just around 5
I
foot-ish.
remember at the time that when they standardized like Pennsylvania gauge or whatever it was called,
Yeah.
there was at a lot of places they had this like thing where the cars would roll under them, the bogies would fall out, and a different gauge bogey would pop up underneath it. So
Yeah,
Oh
that's-
yeah, I know about that.
Kind of what they did, it was a little different. Like the CNS, good example is Business Car 911, which is on the passenger tree, and it's
Yeah.
preserved at Georgetown Loop. What they would do is it would be every once in a while they would switch it over. They had a second pair of trucks for it in Denver, and they just swap them.
Mhm.
and it just swapped in and out. I'm not sure if the rotaries were like that. I think they were because, let's see here, when Cook built rotary OM for the Grand, it
Brayden,
was
you dropped?
delivered with.
Yeah, I dropped. I'm coming back.
It was delivered with standard gauge trucks, but the thing was they had a second set of axles present, and so they literally pressed the wheels off and put it onto those.
Oh, okay.
And ta-da.
Damn.
Well, okay, that's one way of doing it.
The balls on these people.
Hey, Tyler, I have an important
think-
question.
Okay.
In terms of mechanics, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm curious. Is there any, like, disadvantage in the game for just having the fire door open all the time?
I don't believe so right now.
Okay, good to know.
In the future, maybe.
Like that would. I mean, I think that could just be like fuel would burn faster with not giving off enough heat, as much heat.
It would
Like,
F up your
there
draft.
is yeah, there is advantage and disadvantage to having it open.
One
no,
is,
but
advantage number one is you stay toasty warm.
Yep. No.
disadvantage number one, you say toasty warm.
Yeah, exactly.
No. We're going back to this again. I can't escape the sawmill.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Good job.
A storm came through yesterday. Oh boy, it knocked
Speaking of
power
wood,
out
that's,
here.
speaking of wood, I'm going to be. Me and my brother are going to be stacking wood tomorrow.
Nice.
Have fun.
You see, I would make a joke, but the song is actually stacking logs.
Yeah.
That is like one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack.
Okay, just going back to like being the toasty warm thing. That literally reminds me. I need to find where the DVD is, but I had this DVD going over like. It basically showed like a lot of old railfan footage from like the 50s and 60s, you know, for like when they were like catching steam at like the last of its days.
Mm-hmm.
And over the footage, they were actually like interviewing like actual like old crews about like their stories from the time. And like these were like from Canadian railroads. And like one of the pairs of guys, he was talking about how like, oh, it's like, you know, for lunch he'd bring like a mason jar of soup, and he just put it on the back head, and then like it would just by the time of lunch it'd be nice and hot.
Mm-hmm.
And he said how one day he forgot to unscrew the lid, and they had gone into the station to get some paperwork or something. And as they were coming back, they heard an explosion from the cab, and the jar had exploded and just coated the cab in like soup.
Oh no.
And like
We're at the
black.
soup store.
Yeah, he says like it looked so pretty. It looked straight out of Christmas because it was like just sparkly and multicolored everywhere.
Oh my god. Hey, I have another game mechanics question.
Alright.
Does the position of the throttle update before you unclick it? Yes.
So how that code works is
It's complicated.
if it's above, I believe, a 5% increment increase or decrease, then
Okay.
it will update before you drop it. If it's like you change it 3 or 4%, once you drop it, it'll update. It's
Okay.
a little weird.
I
you know.
see. It seems to take a second when you are just holding it to update. as
Yeah. Yeah, the holding to update, that's a whole set of code that we debated with QMA and all this stuff, and it became that this was the most optimized solution that suited both parties, where
Yeah,
it felt like,
Instead of
it was-
continually updating. I feel like
yeah, instead of it continually updating and filling up all the bandwidth, and it, like, you, with a locomotive, an actual locomotive, Liable could explain this better, there is a little bit of that slop
Mhm.
in all of the bars that makes it so when you pull on the linkage, you're not going to get that instant response. So
Of course.
I would imagine
This
like
works.
you're also it's like mechanical linkages, and then you're also waiting for a liquid to travel through. Well, I mean liquid. I mean it's
Fluid.
gas, but
A fluid.
it's a
fluid,
gas
that's
that's
the
at
right
like
word. Yeah.
100 psi. It's going to go pretty quick.
Oh yeah, but you're also waiting for it to begin acting on other mechanical components. So it's all these little bits of like time that add up, so it's not instantaneous.
Yes.
Oh, and it depends on that also depends on a lot of factors in the engine. I'll never not take the opportunity to talk about the T1. one of the reasons that the T1s had slippy problems is because going from a K4 to a T1, you had much snappier throttle response and also much more power. But the fact that your throttle valve was larger and your pipes in some cases were shorter than a K4 meant that you pull on the throttle and you expect a certain response, and instead you get a much greater, much faster response, and suddenly you're wheel slipping at 100 miles an hour.
Woohoo! Woo!
Burnout
Also-
time.
Oh, I remember saw this little clip. It was like somewhere in Britain, but it was just like at Heritage Railway. They're just slowly pulling out of the station, and then all of a sudden the wheels just start going, spewing sparks. It was like,
Oh, that wasn't actually on a Heritage Railway. That was on the main line.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
Blue Peter.
Yeah.
And then
think
go
that was
gobbles.
Oh god.
It's either Blue Peter or you're thinking of the Black 5 one.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
black.
it was the Black 5.
Yeah, there's only one video of the Blue Peter one I've seen, and that was from the back of the train.
Yeah.
Hey, how about that incredibly cursed video where the locomotive wheel slips and you can see the middle driver like wobble because it's disconnected from the axle?
Oh, yeah.
God. Oh, that one hurts me to watch. Oh.
That hurts.
I've never seen that.
Oh my god, someone needs to
You
find that.
see,
wait, no, I don't
you're
think-
talking about stuff that hurts you, right?
This has me concerned.
From watching that, I always
Ellis.
thought that like the
Uh-oh.
axle snapped.
I'm going to request that you come look at this trackage when you're
on
done doing
the
whatever
coal mine
heck.
line.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at this and I'm really
Questioning
Brian
things.
do?
concerned. I'm questioning a lot of things because I've gotten to a point where it is
In the water.
this not exactly in the water but above the water.
Yeah, no,
In a way
I've
that,
seen
like,
screenshots.
Did he
There
build
is
Jesus
no
tracks?
way we could keep this thing operating in real. Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
found the other line. Fuck.
Jesus tracks.
Oh,
And we're gonna stop here because I'm not sure if I want to tear this all apart or I just
just build next to it.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel bad if you tore it apart because I did the same thing to Brian's handiwork last episode, and I felt bad about that. I just didn't like the way it looked. Like, is it mechanically sound and it just looks bad?
I'm not sure if it is because I think at this part of the valley I might have been higher up.
Oh, so it doesn't make
know
it
what?
to the coal mine, does it?
It doesn't yet. It's
Ah,
where am I on the map? Okay. Yeah, I would be a little bit higher up than
I've had nothing
maybe
but
a tiny bit.
I've had nothing but game stops and building noises for the past 10 minutes.
So I'm gonna
Where have you been
park
sending them?
Betsy at the end of the
Clunk.
track.
Okay,
Clunk.
begin
And
slowing
then-
down.
yep.
Geez, these cars are dancing.
Oh boy.
Baby gal shall stay here, and I shall go all the way to the
Also-
coal mine and start from
Also,
there.
Tyler, I assume for the same reason you guys can't do like cuts or tunnels is the reason why like in order for turntables to look good they need to be elevated.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep moving forward.
For
Hold on.
yeah, for turntables to look nice.
How much?
The cuts and stuff that will be in the future.
Holy shit!
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Why are we rolling? Why are we rolling?
I thought you're
Oh,
the one
crap.
in the cap.
Oh,
I thought
crap.
you knew.
Oh crap.
Oh,
I accidentally flipped the brake off. Alright, there we go. I was
Why are we
I
moving? Who's driving?
stop, please!
well that okay,
Are you loading up the hoppers?
I
as
was
well?
trying to, but I positioned it perfectly so I can load
Oh,
nothing.
hello.
Hello.
Well,
Welcome
I mean, your
to.
mistake allowed me to empty out the last of the beams. So I mean,
Okay, well I'll continue pulling
Missed the
forward.
excitement.
whoa, wait, what? Did we
Hey,
derail?
you just-
No.
just-
Okay, never mind. It's fixing. Okay, it's just a client-side issue.
Wrong game.
What?
I managed to
This
fling
isn't
a
Derail
flat
Valley.
car.
Don't derail, please.
Oh, but
Uh,
we will.
No.
Well, yeah, that's
Okay.
you good?
You seem
So-
very excited.
I tore around the balloon loop at the smelter,
Oh no.
and I was running tender first
Uh-oh.
with
Oh, no.
with Sasquatch,
Mhm.
and the first flat,
Oh.
I watched through the lag.
Oh.
I watched it fly off the track and land on upright next to the right of way.
Okay.
Nailed it.
It is
10 points.
perfection.
I can't. Yeah,
And
it
10
rendered
points from the
into
Russian
me, and
judge.
Oh,
Hey.
and nothing else derailed.
yeah.
Ellis, what was that
Yep.
about not having a camera on the action?
Uh-oh. Yeah,
It's
I know.
happening
Every
here
time.
again.
Every time. I mean, at least I'm driving a train this time. Is that close enough? Okay.
You're on a train and we aren't.
Yeah.
Sad.
Oh, I crashed.
I'm on a train, you're not.
Guess what happened?
Yeah, I
You wanna
gathered.
believe what happened?
Okay. Just tell me when to pull up so we can line those last 2 cars up.
Yeah. Well, just slowly pull up, and I'm just unloading them as you were moving.
Okay.
Tyler, fix the goddamn client stability.
That's not my job.
That's Gaijin's job.
I forget you're modeling, right?
Yes, I'm modeling and then beta testing.
Then put less polygons in your models. Goddamn it.
He is.
No,
No,
we're putting more
make-
polygons on the model. We're adding LOD meshes. That's the thing.
Polywonagon.
Make worse models.
I will add all the polys in the world. I will make every single fluid tube have different variations in their denting. And you shall
Polywonagon.
suffer for it.
Okay, and we're empty.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna have to back this sucker up to do the thing.
We need a shunter up here.
Yes, we do.
I shall make every single stable have its core hollowed out. It will not be a feature, but it will be there, and you shall suffer for it.
Okay.
The bug has become a feature.
I just that's the kind of patch notes I want to see.
You shall
Purposely
suffer
made the
for it.
game.
As
You will suffer for it.
previous bugs have become features.
Okay, stop.
At first, it was a bug. Now it's
Stop.
a feature.
Jesus Christ.
We know
There
you all
are
said
no-
it was a bug, but you know, today's
We-
April
we've
Fool's Day. It's
decided
a
it is not a
feature.
bug anymore.
Yeah. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
It's now a sequel.
It's now a prequel.
Why are there these 2 hatches here if you can't like fill up 2 carts at the same time with them?
To increase the rate of loading.
Yeah.
Of course,
What?
duh.
You can do that?
I am so stupid sometimes.
I found the coal mine.
Yeah.
Heath?
Time to do the build.
Time to die.
It's not telling
I
me how
hate-
much is in
I-
this.
I hate
There it
building tracks.
All right,
this game,
9.
I gotta admit.
Well, guess what? You
Really
shall
hate
love it
it.
soon
10,
because
10,
new
10,
spline
10, 10,
system.
10.
I know,
Yeah,
I couldn't grab onto it for some reason.
It can't come fast enough.
Where are we going?
Oh, see, I have.
It's
Never mind.
soon.
How soon?
We will have a new internal build out by like the end of the week, and then it might come out to the public soon. I don't know.
Ooh.
We will
All
see.
files were successfully validated, so let's hope it works.
Okay, stop.
Stopping.
I hope it doesn't, make me want to
Die. Yeah.
Because,
destroy this game even more. But
because you'll have to rebuild everything. If I'm okay with rebuilding everything, as long as it's good to rebuild.
As long as it's easier to rebuild.
Wait, and then with the snapping of splines, will we be able to snap facilities to the track like water towers?
I don't
so
know
that they're
yet.
proper distance from the tender.
Look,
and you don't have
if
to
I
get
had
to check?
if I had a test version with me right now and I could see all those features, I could answer it. I don't know.
So you don't
Yeah.
even know if that's a feature? I haven't heard anybody
We're
talk
still
about it.
actually getting the system built. That's the thing. Nobody knows. We have ideas as to
okay.
what's the
All right, 10 out of 10.
the goals are. Yes,
Let's rip
But
the front
we're
out of the cabin. Go!
sure if the system will, allow for everything as it is, or if,
And will bridge
because we can
building
build the system to do things. Yes,
It's frustrating.
but it's also you know, we need to build the system in a way that kind of stays level with the
It's not-
idea of making the game playable.
Yeah, no,
Because
only.
if it,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead, Ellis.
No, I was just gonna say that like you only know so much, and we should only harass you with non-serious requests.
Like boiler explosions.
Exactly.
Well, I will take some serious requests, but it needs to be noted that, you know, a lot of this stuff is really much the work in progress.
Sort
We
of,
have idea,
It'll be
we
done
have
when it's done.
plans. I
Railroads
don't know
Online-
how it will work until it's actually, you know, a thing.
It's
So
the wild
Railroads-
west of game development.
Railroads Online is the War Thunder of train games. It's gonna be.
No,
beta.
no, we're
that's
better
being-
than
It's
War
gonna be-
Thunder
it's
in
gonna
That's
that.
be
being
War
very
Thunder-
mean.
Yeah, that is very mean. I would not.
I
would
was just gonna say it's gonna be in beta for 5 years and everybody's gonna get titles by the end of it.
Well, I wouldn't
That's
mind
the
that.
only comparison I was gonna
Hey, well,
make.
man,
I wasn't gonna say that they're good, that they're bad at what they're doing. They're obviously very good.
I mean, I already have a title. I'm a lord.
Why is there just this random piece of bridge with on this line? There's random piece of bridge with stone embankment built over bridge.
Oh yeah. That's a good question. It's just that's the way it is.
Okay.
Whoa, okay,
The
wait.
way it is on the MDIV.
Never mind.
What?
No, never mind. Again, client. Wait, is the car derailed?
No, this car is derailed.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy, but it's
Oh,
back
yeah,
now.
the
It's
Car
fine now.
derailed? No, the
Everything's
car
fine.
is derailed.
It's like,
All right, hold on. I'll move it back another like 10 feet for you.
no,
You're not crazy yet.
It's fine
You will
where
be
it
by the
is.
end.
It'll load where it is. Okay.
Yeah, it'll load where it is.
Okay.
But I was just gonna say it's like after I said that, it's like, oh, it got really quiet.
Boom.
No, it's just because like for Christmas, my dad got me one of those things where you become technically a lord of Scotland.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dean did the same thing.
Oh, that explains the new name change.
Yeah, yeah.
For
Wait, did you
Zigner,
just
he's just being
Right away.
pretentious.
Jump on quickly. Give you a ride out of here, buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, Ace.
Now that I uncrashed, let's see if I crash again.
You uncrashed.
All the pieces just fly back together.
Also, for fun shenanigans with gauge changes, watch the Ashtabula horror episode of Well, There's Your Problem, which might
Oh,
be one
no.
of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
Definitely one of the best. I would say
Run
one of
up
the
with
best
the
train-related
switcher,
ones, but
switcher.
all the train-related ones are good.
What is this groundwork here for? That goes
Uh,
off.
no question now.
Why
the
is there a
switches.
switch here?
Check it.
It's
Where?
Check the switch.
fine, but why is so like the route down to the smelter has a switch,
Mm-hmm.
and it
It's not-
goes onto an embankment, and the embankment like abruptly stops. That switch isn't set, by the way.
It was probably a previous turn-off that I just didn't replace the switch on. I just left the switch the way it is.
Get the switch. Get the switch. Get the switch.
Or you
Well,
can
why
call
were
it
you
a.
accelerating.
Or you can call it a derailer slash.
Okay, there
Yeah.
we go.
Runaway track.
Yeah,
A
runaway,
derailer.
runaway stub. Which
I
we
love how
needed.
Saluda was the Southern was the first ones to do that.
Well, you know, the Southerns are the ones
yeah.
who needed it.
Yeah.
Way to be those
This-
guys.
Well, why did the Southern have so many?
Saluda.
Why did they have that? then?
Because
They got hills.
Saluda was the only way
Runaways.
down the mountain.
Well,
Oh,
there was another way down the mountain, but it wasn't on
Which
rails.
one?
Couldn't be done. The other way couldn't be done very quick. Doesn't be done.
It's a much quicker but much more destructive.
Yeah, no,
It
I'm
was-
just saying. I'm not like coming up. I'm not talking
Blow
about
up
another
the
rail
mountain.
line. I'm talking about yeet.
Yeah,
You see, that would be the preferred solution.
they
Okay,
actually.
we're all filled
no,
up
no,
on
no,
ore.
no. No joke. They actually tried. A lot of people said go around the other way. Go around White Mountain, not through Saluda. And the
Yeah,
ground
I
on White
crashed
Mountain was
again.
just too weak. It took them years to build the interstate over there.
All
It
right,
crashed again, so
can
I'm
you
not
line
on your
me
train
back?
anymore.
Oh
can
wait.
you line me back
that's-
to the turntable? I can
Oh.
throw this switch.
Yeah, that is kind of important.
Oh, I think I am lined. The turntable needs to be lined up.
Ding, ding.
quick.
The cookie in its giant reverse box headlight.
Yeah, that's.
I still have not gotten the hang of these turntables.
I know a lot of people like it with the tender headlight. I'm just kind of tempted to remove it.
Well, why not just make it like one of the customizable options?
Well, that was
Hang on
what
a
it was
second.
supposed to be, and then it wasn't. And then I'm also kind of at the same time like, I'm updating the model for historical accuracy. None of these cookies ever got this thing.
Got what thing?
The reverse headlight.
Yeah, the
Oh.
tender headlight.
That was cool, but I've been scammed because I didn't get the headlight on the with the number boards when I purchased the cook on my railroad.
Backing up.
Sounds
Also,
like
I'm
a you
un-
issue.
Yeah, I think you make it. Yes.
I'm uninstalling and reinstalling Railroads Online.
Why do you
See,
have to
why
do this
do
every
you
time?
have so much problems?
Come
Okay,
on.
keep going.
God damn it.
Wait, did you get stuck?
I braked just a tiny bit
Oh.
too hard.
Okay. Come on, you got like 2 feet. What?
Come on. What happened?
Give it some gas.
I'm rolling forward. No, back it up.
Okay, brake hard. Oh, wait, what? That was a little
Did I-
harder than I thought.
No, my pilot is still off the table.
Yeah, I mean, if this was real life, I could try to. Okay, stop. Perfect.
If this
Alright.
is real life, you'd be dead.
Yeah. If this was real life,
the
we could.
federal inspector would not be very happy with you.
If this was real life, we could die in a boiler explosion.
God.
It's that or signals.
One or the other.
You didn't spread the glory of the Revere Beach to the others, so...
I tried, okay?
That is
No,
our
you
ultimate-
didn't.
That is
Yes, I did.
That
I
is
brought
our
it up
ul-
repeatedly in the Discord.
that is our
You-
ultimate.
but the-
That is our ultimatum to the Railroads Online developers. Give us boiler explosions or give us signal.
I will continue on my crusade.
Give us signals or give us death.
Literally.
Literally.
Okay. As in pairs.
As in
survival
pairs.
mechanics.
As in fall
The new
damage.
change log.
That's
Added
not
here,
what I
right?
meant.
Yeah.
And you know it'd even be even funnier is if in like the PvP update, like the Oahu like rail battery or whatever.
Oh yeah, we've joked about that before.
Give us cannon. Let me fire.
Let us go to war with each other.
Let us kill.
You know what? That could be. I was just thinking if they
The
ever do
enemy
add that
AI
cannon-
company is the Santa Fe.
I was just-
Okay. Boom.
No, I was just thinking. So if you ever did do that, like adding in the cannon for the PvP, maybe you could have it be like a random event where it's like, oh, we've gone to war, and then like random like towns will be the enemy, and then you have to like maneuver the cannon to fire upon them. And you
Why
get
would you
mu-
fire upon innocent civilians?
No,
It sounds like a war crime.
There are no innocent civilians, comrade.
Oh, okay, so we're going with the Stalinist view.
Or the
Yeah,
Putinist view, depending on who you
don't-
ask. Depending on the era.
Ellen,
What?
not Ellen, Alice. The line's open. You can pull forward, and then I'll switch you back onto the line with the train.
All right, we're gonna need to shuffle the caboose around probably as well, but that can be. Oh crap! Bumpity bump.
Yeah. But I mean,
They-
how you?
They've added the fishing update into Planet Side 2.
I thought you were
This
about
will
to say.
drastically affect fishing season.
They've added the fishing update into Railroads Online.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if they add
that-
bears, they need to add something
Well,
for the
yeah.
bears to eat other than us.
Yeah.
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 You distract him. You
Betsy.
throw a fish
Betsy!
at him.
Yeah, fishing in the log part.
Jersey.
What is that?
That's gotta be
Bears that
some
are
bear.
hungry for bears that are hungry for minerals. They will attack your iron ore and coal trains and eat your locomotive.
Here, loco.
It's bears, but it's like the Terminator of bears, where it's a biological
No.
skin over a robot.
No, it's not just that. It's like a steam-powered robot. It's like steam.
Yeah.
It would be. I think it'd be funny if like you're just driving down the track and just like the bear is eating the track like down the hill from you.
Damn. What do they feed these things?
Is this yeah?
Track, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, nail.
Is this
What?
Railroads Online or Factorio? The bugs are just coming to eat your crap.
Well, I mean, alternatively, it also could be Pokemon, because I think there's a Pokemon that eats iron.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh man, when are we gonna get the Pokemon mod for this game? Like you have
Oh,
what is it? The
The Pixel
Pokemon
mod.
mod for Minecraft. You're
Yeah,
just playing Railroads
Pixelmon,
Online,
yeah.
and you can also catch Pokemon.
Oh no! This
Oh,
is gonna
God.
hurt! Ah!
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I put the thing in the coupler.
The pin.
Well, not just the pin, but
no!
oh wait, ah,
Are we good?
okay. I didn't even
No.
have to put the pin in because there was already pin in there, and putting them together just kind of already.
Okay,
Oh
it
wait,
did not
oh
work.
never
It did
mind.
not
I
work.
am wrong. No, it did not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm also looking at Hearts of Irons.
Okay, you can back up.
I'm looking at Hearts of Irons April
Ow.
Fool's post, and they say that's right, folks. It turns out 99.5% of you exclusively play Monarchy.
Oh, TVRM
It was-
got me here. Well, got my mom just a few minutes ago.
Uh
With
oh.
What was it?
They advertised 150 Southern 54 coming to the museum, which if she came to the museum, she'd be on home rails because the precursor company to the Southern that ran where TVRM is now owned 154, and she did run through Missionary Ridge Tunnel.
Ah,
Cool.
And my mom, she said, "Oh look, we're going to the museum tomorrow." And I said, "Bob, what's the day's
what day
date?
is it?
Yeah.
That's a Photoshop. I want it to happen, but so damn bad. But you know,
Wait, are we going over the turntable?
No, go around the turntable. Go on the side of it.
Which track is that?
It's like the second furthest one
Oh.
from the cliff edge.
so I did find. By the way, I did find a switch set against me.
Did
you
you?
found it by running over it. I
Oh
assume.
no.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Did you? I was gonna ask. Did you
There's
find
one
it at high
cord would-
speed?
There is out of 4 cordwood cars. There's one on the track.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's pretty. It is pretty
I'm
gnarly.
All right.
it's gonna be great when like damage and like repairs.
No,
and
it's
stuff
not.
become a thing, and
Don't-
watching everybody soft lock themselves by just like innocent derailment.
Yeah, we're gonna need to
Tyler,
add.
please
We
don't do this.
There
to
will
me.
be no mercy!
We need to
Yeah,
get
I had a
insurance like in Derail Valley.
Like,
Well,
I couldn't
but-
say
No,
no.
that's total
It's funny
BS.
'cause
You
I
need
was
to
like-
spend 10K on this stuff.
Well, it's funny because that reminds me of the one guy who
This-
accidentally set off
switch.
the whole car
Switch.
yard, the whole yard of tank cars.
Keep
and he's
going.
like, well, this is my insurance cost, but since I haven't paid the insurance yet, that gives me free reign to do as much damage as I want to.
Yes.
Holy
It is-
One. Whoops, okay.
That's not the right way.
Because in Derail Valley, your insurance cost doesn't go up if you do damage after you already have an insurance claim.
Well, it's just that you have a maximum copay.
Yes.
You have a deductible, basically. Which, again, I suppose isn't
Okay, stop.
isn't too unrealistic when compared to real life. Although you shouldn't be going and putting your car in a demolition derby after you you get in an accident with it. But I can't tell you what to do. So
It's a free country.
yeah.
Come on, rotate.
I mean, from my experience, America
Pause
seems to
the
be a
rate.
very expensive country.
Yeah, it's not a free country. It's a very expensive country, is right. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
It's free as long as you get exposed to propaganda
Yes.
or
Oh, yeah.
hiring tactics or whatever.
Or timeshare advertisements. To talk about timeshares for the second time tonight.
There was
Okay,
already a
good.
discussion of timeshares.
I have a vague memory. Yeah, there was. I have a vague memory of going to one of those things or something like it. I can't remember why. I just remember being in a situation where I was being marketed, not a timeshare explicitly, but that sort of thing. I cannot remember any of the context though. I just remember being at a thing and being like, "Oh crap!"
Timeshare by
that's
any
what
other
this
name is
I mean,
still a
I'm-
timeshare.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I gotta be honest. I don't know much about timeshares. I just know they exist, and I just know them. They're for like old people.
And also, they're usually like the villain of whatever storyline they appear in.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're watching Hallmark movies, yeah.
Or they're also SpongeBob. There was like one
Oh.
episode where they tried to sign SpongeBob for like a timeshare because they tricked him into thinking he was the karate master or something.
Okay.
It's SpongeBob. What do you expect?
I don't expect very much. I mean, I expect entertainment, and I get entertainment. So
You expect something and you get something, but besides that,
breaks, less breaks.
Yeah, a lot less breaks.
It's okay. I'm just spinning around here because it's tough for me to see what I'm doing.
It's a
You know,
very
we
big.
we
and-
really need a Tyler. Here's another Derail Valley thing: the sitting position, halfway between like the full-on crouch where your face is on the ground and
Well,
standing.
you're right. That isn't crouch though, but your camera just moves.
What? Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about your character model. I'm talking about where your camera is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right now in almost all the engines, when you're standing up straight, your head is in the ceiling.
Yeah.
That is.
Which I mean, for me at least, is rather accurate.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we know people for whom that is very accurate. However, it would be nice to be able to see.
Yes. What is it actually? I mean, on my channel, I have this little video from like back in 2014. It's like they were having this thing at like a museum, and like an old guy had brought like a little, I think it was like a 1 foot gauge like industrial engine or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they laid out like 40 yards of track, and they were just letting people like ride on it or drive it up and down the track.
That's fun.
And I got to drive it. And I had to like almost hunch over complete. Oh, okay, never mind. Stop. You've derailed.
Oh no.
It's that same car again.
I mean, it seems that it wasn't on the track in the first place. So
No,
yeah.
it is not. But yeah, so like I almost had to hunch over completely to just stand in the cab.
Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Is the brake on this car off?
I don't think is it.
No, it's not. Well, there's
No,
there's
so-
our problem.
Well, there's your problem.
I should have asked. I
Good
should have
thing you
asked if
found
that
it.
was off.
Okay, wait. Just grab the hopper car without spilling all of its guts. Right, Ellis?
I don't
No,
know what
spill
you're
all of its
talking about.
guts.
Wait, here's something interesting with the
Are you trying?
spline
Are you
update.
doing that, or are you telling me to do that?
Oh, there we go.
Wrong hopper
Ah,
car.
I know, but we have to move the one that was in front of it just to give it space.
I mean, we could have just put this one behind that one.
Yeah, potato.
All right.
With the spline update, are we gonna be able to make switches with bridge deck?
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it's a stated goal that you can place down the bridges and stuff separate from the track, or the embankment and the bridge is separate from the track as you can today. It won't be the default, but that's a stated goal.
But you're talking about the bridge
Right.
deck. Track.
Yeah, but you can sort of do that. Oh, the bridge deck track. Okay, duh, forgot that.
The real
Forgot that
question is,
existed.
will we get freeway switches?
Yes, that's been
Uh,
been
The
said
thing is,
already.
it runs off of the splines are now going to be how you make the switches.
Yep.
Ow. Oh
My
boy.
game has.
Wait, have we derailed again, or
No,
what's going on? Here?
I was just checking, but I should have just asked. Am I ready to put the first two together?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, you can just push them all the way to the caboose because I will put the brakes on the caboose.
Okay.
I did crash again.
Oh.
Oh, of course.
Please.
That's right, you-
Why does this game
After
hate you?
After reinstalling the game, I still crashed.
Why does
Hey,
this
Ellis,
game
can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Coupled up, keep going.
Save.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Oh no, what are you doing?
I
Just
assume he just fixed his derailment.
Yeah, I fixed my derailment, and also I felt a quick little bit of lag. I
That
looked
was me
over and saw my
crashing.
internet going out for a second.
Oh.
Okay, Ellis, I was also looking up if we were ever going to use if we ever need more cryptid names for engines. I was looking up some Canadian cryptids, and do you want to know what some of them are?
Sure, but first I want to know if the brakes are off on everything.
Oh yeah, on the train the brakes are off. The only brakes are on the caboose, and we're like 3 car lengths away
Okay,
from
because
that.
it does not feel like all the brakes are off.
Is your
I mean,
brake off?
I'll double check. Oh what? Okay.
Instead of it turns out instead of unapplying all the brakes, applied all the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, stuff
No,
happens.
it's okay. Okay, so it seemed like the brakes were on one of the hoppers, but I'm looking at all the other cars and I'm not finding anything else.
Okay, because, yeah, we need to make sure the brakes are off so I don't pop a car again.
Yeah.
So I almost popped the tender off as well. We have, just like, we have all the weights at the
Rear.
rear of the train, which is the way you're supposed to do it, right? If you ask NS. It still feels like brakes are on.
Oh man, it's been a while since I've been up to the log camp.
No. No.
Unless the tender is off.
No.
No? Alright, hold on. I'll give it a nudge. I see that you heated up some of the stuff, baby.
I did.
Alright, back it up.
Until you said baby, I thought you were talking to me.
The
No.
fire. Yeah, you heated up the the brakes, shoes. You heated up the
Oh, and it's derailed again.
journal bearing.
Why did it? Are you? The switch.
What was that, baby?
Uh,
Oh, I've been hungry.
Oh, so Ellis is leaving it to you for it.
Yeah, it's okay. I can do it.
No.
Oh,
I'll
I
do it.
thought Ellis said you're gonna be back.
No, I said I've been hungry because Gloria asked me if I was hungry.
Come on. Why aren't?
Because
you
it's on a switch. We don't have enough room to re-rail it.
I have encountered a problem.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna put this hopper behind the caboose.
No, we're not. I'm gonna pull forward.
Let's hope that Brian-
What's your problem, Tyler?
So you know how you said I shouldn't tear up Brian's line.
Yeah.
Did you tear up Ryan's line?
I've come to the point where it's in the lower valley where if Brian's line was lower, I could use it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. And now I have to either I will have to snake under it by rebuilding one of his bridges,
Mm-hmm.
and then tearing up a little bit of the other part, or I'm going to. Oh, if I build on the other side, I might have to realign his rail network.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I would just, if you get justification, like you need to take care of it, then just take care of it. But if you have, whatever you can preserve it, even if it isn't connected, just leave it in situ, I suppose, for now.
Alright.
Okay, you can stop.
All right, I have stopped.
Okay, so you can start backing up. Okay, so the switch is with us. No brakes are on. Okay, things should be good now.
I am with the switch,
Actually,
and the
no,
switch
I
is with
can't
me.
preserve the bridge.
I cannot back up.
Because I am like, when I stand, I have maybe 2 feet. above me before I hit the bridge roof.
Are you what? Okay, a different car is derailed.
So
Cars
you
are
know what?
derailing, games
Say
are
goodbye to this
crashing.
bridge. Goodbye.
Which car?
The one that
Goodbye,
was
rails.
next to the one that derailed.
It passed the message on.
How
Oh,
the heck?
God.
How did we manage
They're
that?
learning.
I don't.
They're the troublesome trucks from Thomas.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would get the memo.
No, what? Ah!
Wait, why did that happen? What?
It landed on the other one.
Didn't know y'all had a circus up there.
I
Having
didn't know that. I
acrobat
didn't know
train
that was a
cars.
thing that we could do.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Hold on, hold on.
Okay,
I-
I'm not doing anything. Okay.
Don't touch anything. Don't even, not even your butt.
Oh crap!
Everyone, cover your butts.
Damn it! I missed. I'm trying really hard to click on the car without
Wait.
clicking on.
I found that if you do it from the end here to begin, that helps the most.
Yeah, but I don't want to start unloading it.
No, but again, the loading is from the sides. If you do it from like the up, if you're aiming like the way I did it before without unloading it was you kind of like aim at the center of the top right here, and you're not intersecting with any of the unload points.
Okay. It doesn't want to cooperate. Which is appropriate because this is Ho. This is the card that says Ho.
Yeah, it's a hoe, all right.
It's being a Ho. Absolutely. Oh, yay! It's on the track.
There
Okay.
you go. Now you're cooperating.
All right, there we go.
Did
Brake
y'all
is
pay
off.
it?
That's fine. This brake is off. That's good. Don't really know why they're not rolling, but I guess this is the only part of the area that is flat.
You say that, and then all of a sudden the like mountain just tips at a 45-degree angle.
I
All
don't,
of a sudden the map.
the
turns
game.
to-
I don't think so.
Yeah, the game is like, oh, sorry, you wanted an earthquake? We can arrange that.
New and Railroads Online.
Why did you say that?
Electronics.
The natural.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Yeah, Tyler, when are we getting the natural disasters update?
It's like
Let me
one of the
get in the
mountains turns
cable
into a
cars.
Yeah. One of the mountains just turns into a volcano.
Huh.
Oh no, lava has flowed over your tracks.
Oh God.
I don't remember this in the Polar Express.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean avalanche. That could work too.
Avalanche, but
But
it's all
the ice
it's wet.
is growing over the tracks.
Yeah.
Avalanche.
Time to drift.
Okay. 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 Stop.
It's an avalanche of cars, but they're wet cars, and by wet cars, naturally, I mean lava. Or sorry, wet cars, wet rocks.
what
Wet
car?
cars.
Cars.
They're an avalanche of wet cars.
It's like a
Welcome to the Prohibition era.
Cars or automobiles?
Wet. It's an avalanche of the Uinta water cars.
No,
Anyway,
yes.
that's
Oh, God.
it.
Are
It's
the-
the road. That's it. It's the roads trying to destroy the railroads. You see like a pile of cars coming down the mountain.
Buses.
Yeah, cars and buses.
Buses and trucks.
Lafayette.
Tyler, question.
Yes.
Lafayette.
Are we actually going to be getting the water cars
Hey.
from the Uinta?
Lafayette.
We have those planned, yes.
What would those even be used for?
Carrying more water.
Well,
So-
so
Literally
another-
auxiliary water tenders.
hold on. I have
Oh,
and
right,
I
of
have an
course.
idea for how they might be used. I have a genuine idea for how they might be used. Thinking about the systems in the game, etc. Right now, you can place a water tower anywhere, because we assume that you can always hit an aquifer, I suppose, no matter where you are in the map.
That's
And-
true.
In the future, it may be an interesting system to where only some areas of maps have accessible aquifers. Near rivers, of course, you can always put a water tower.
Yeah, we've looked at
You know.
that, and it is something that we want to do.
What?
Yeah.
What is with my? Why am I having
The-
these lag spikes?
Because I'm tearing up track, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm splicing myself into part of Ryan's line.
The Jesus
like
line.
the very, very end, where it's actually very sane. Because what it is it's just a straight set, and it was slightly above mine. But now I'm spliced in, so haha.
Hey, do you remember how many rails there were down there at the smelter, Braden?
It was almost full.
Okay, cool. So we're going there next.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're actually going to be making a delivery to the depot.
Yep.
Wait, which
That-
what? Which
Well,
flatbeds do
actually,
we
you
use?
should.
These.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Are
speaking of
you
which,
sure you want to take rails or you want to take the plates?
I mean, we
Yeah.
can make both.
There was
Because
some
the thing
plates
is,
there too.
like, the plates are for another industry that we can't get to easily, but the rails, you
are for
bring
the
up to the
coal
coal mine.
That's right. Okay.
And the coal mine, I need to cut trees and lay track, but I have a grade.
What carries
Yeah,
the
well-
plates?
The
the
flats
plates
you
are
guys
the-
have.
I believe it is the staked flats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon.
Yeah. What's up?
Brian is saying that you're not getting any of his messages and that he's here or they're
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
invite to
let
speak.
me.
I already took care of it. There's
Oh,
Brian.
my bad.
All right,
No.
and now I regret it.
With your goddamn
Hey,
sound.
Brian,
Anyway, hi,
guess
I
what's
am
happened
here.
to
What
your
are you doing
line?
with?
How do
what are
I?
you doing
How do
with my
I
track?
move to audience? There we go.
I'm making it into an actual line that we can use.
I'll let him back
Yeah.
in now.
Oh, what was I was going to do before? So Ellis, you want to hear some names of some Canadian cryptids?
Absolutely.
So the first one on this list is the Ogo Pogo.
What the
Oh,
hell
yeah.
is that? What is that
The Ogo
supposed to
Pogo
be?
is the same thing as
Oh, I've never-
Sasquatch.
I've never. Okay, so the Ogo Pogo or Nate Aka, it's Salish for lake demon. Is
Oh
the
wait,
name-
no. The Ogo Pogo is like the Canadian version of the Loch Ness monster.
Wait a
Let Fort finish, please.
Okay, yeah, so the description I'm looking up here, the name given to a cryptid lake monster reported in Lake Agan in British Columbia. Last sightings began in 1926 and claims to have been curved in the Okanagan Mission Beach. This event is supposedly witnessed by about 30 cars of people who all claim to have seen the same thing. In 1968, Art Fulton filmed what is claimed to be footage of the alleged creature, showing a large wake moving across the water.
Okay, so
And
it's, yeah.
But the thing is, it's not like a Nessie or anything. It almost looks like the missing link. You know, like the fish man.
Okay. It's a merman.
Only it has legs.
Okay, so it's like a merman, but like the backwards kind of merman, with the fish part on the top and the human part on the bottom.
Sort of.
That's disturbing.
Okay, so I'm looking up some other names here. So if there's Sasquatch, apparently that's the Canadian version of Bigfoot. Apparently there's also there's the Yukon Beaver Eater.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's what they call me, but
There's another one
CT,
called
hide your pet.
there's another one called the Gumbaroo.
Gumbaroo.
Okay,
He's
wait.
here for your guns.
The Gumbaroo is said to look like a fat black bear in shape, completely hairless except for its prominent eyebrows and bristly hairs on its chin. Instead, it has black, smooth, extremely tough, coal-black, leather-like skin. This makes the beast invulnerable to bullets, rocks, and arrows.
So a redditor.
I'm pretty sure you guys are just writing about Ted Cruz on vacation.
Oh wait.
I want to establish that it didn't matter what the description was, that joke was coming.
Okay. Here's a third one. The Leprechaun.
That's Irish.
Yeah, I don't think that's a Canadian. I don't think that's a Canadian
From
thing.
Leprechaun.
Are you doing a
Listen.
culture?
No, but here's the thing. It's not spelled like leprechaun. It's Leprocaun.
Leprechaun at home.
You see, this is what happens
Leprechaun.
when languages meet each other. Is you
Knock
just
off
share multiple letters. and
Dollar
you're like,
store
"Ha-ha."
leprechaun.
No, it's a red. It's a red leprechaun. It's
Oh, okay.
Canadian.
Oh,
That's
It's
not
Santa's elves. That's
When
what they
you-
saw.
When you order Lucky
leprechaun off
Charms on
Wish.
Wish.com.
Mom, Mom, can we have a leprechaun? We have a leprechaun at home. Leprechaun at home.
And then the last one on the list I'm looking at here is the Partridge Creek Beast.
Okay.
And just I'm looking at the picture, and it basically just looks like a T-Rex. No,
No.
it says type. It says type. Living dinosaur.
Oh, okay. So
Ah.
yes, it is in fact a T-Rex.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm scrolling
Everybody
down.
do
What are
the
some?
dinosaur.
Okay, wait. So that was kind of like the highlight. Okay, so what I was looking at. These were the trending pages.
Has
What are
everyone?
some
Oh,
Has anyone checked to make sure there isn't a Jurassic Park somewhere in like northern Alberta that no one knows about?
Well, I mean,
It's
that's where
next to the
the
aquarium with the S100s.
Hey, Fort Brakes, please.
Oh, sorry.
quick, get the anchor
I'm
out.
throwing the brakes on. Yeah, I'm throwing all the
just-
brakes.
Just the back to slow us down because we need to throw the switch down here.
All I can imagine is just a harpoon gun on the caboose that just has an anchor, and you throw it out, and then you just get shot out, and it hits a tree or something.
What was
that?
And that's
Oh
how
my
you
God.
Slow down.
It's like Sea of Thieves.
No, there was a kids show where that was how they stopped their ship. It was like, I want to say there were like penguins and they had a spaceship or something, and that's how they stopped the ship. They just chucked the anchor out the side.
Backyardigans.
I don't
No,
remember.
I think it was like 3D. It was 3D or something, if I remember correctly.
You know who might remember this? If Bean Man were to show up, if Ian shows up, because he's the one that showed it to me many years ago.
Save, please.
Save,
Why
please.
is there
Okay.
a Betsy at my fuel station?
Because
Tyler's
Tyler's
fixing
Because I went all the way up there and saw your route and decided, no, I'm gonna build my own.
I told him that
Okay.
we were obligated to feel bad because it's the second time in 2 weeks, but
Listen, the river level route is the only bad part about this
river
line.
level route.
The fact that it's majority bridge after a certain part is the really bad part, and also
Oh,
the fact that you're building it at a constant grade. When how I've built it is there are sections of flat, and then you can just build passing loops there
You know what? I was
for
just thinking,
better efficient operation.
what we need a line that goes straight from the ore mine down to the smeltery, instead of us having to like do this where we're going to be going backwards.
Yeah, and
Can
I was
my
gonna
line
say
remain as like a double track.
yours didn't
What?
get high enough.
Yeah. It
Please
was.
let my line remain as a double track.
But it doesn't make it all the way up.
Brian, you're gonna need to relay the back section of it
Okay, I
if
just
you're
gotta
going
fill
to
up my
try to
water.
make
I'll be
this
back as
used as
quickly
a
as
trouble
possible.
track. Because
Why?
have you not gone back towards where it meets up with the main yard?
Did you sever it?
I had to sever it because you built in a very interesting way that didn't work with how this was setting up.
Ow.
I think.
I was gonna go under one of your bridges, but you made the bridge too short,
Ellis,
and then I had to connect it up, and then I had to tear out a section to make it connect.
Alright, I'll real quick fire up Betsy and go down and look at this.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
What is it, Braden?
what's your ETA to like the sawmill?
I am currently pulling in through the back line. Hey, Fort, is the caboose
Someone get
brakes,
the switch.
is the
No,
caboose
I
brake
turned
still
it-
on?
No, I turned it off once we started moving.
Okay, I forgot that there was a little bit of a hill here, so I'm just gonna need to gun it.
Yeah, could y'all throw the switch? Because I'm coming in. I'm gonna head back down to the smelter with the cordwood train.
Okay, stop.
I'm
or pass
almost to the
switch.
switches.
Yeah, Fort, you can hop off there and just stay with the switches, and I'll be back in a second.
If you let the brake off, will the train just roll down the hill?
I mean, if it's on a hill, yeah.
It should.
It used to not, but now it does.
Hopefully I can just let Betsy roll while it builds up pressure, because I just stoked the fire. and I'm taking it back down to see the section that Tyler was talking about and rebuild it. Before I start working up from here, because I think that would be a better idea to fix the part that I got wrong before I do anything else.
Here I come for it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's
Currently
the
going over
spot
the
where we
river.
need just a constant dispatcher is right there.
I'm gonna gain a lot
Aw,
of
see?
speed
Well, I
here because
would
I'm
if
on the
I
river
wasn't-
level route, which is a 4%.
Seeing
would if
Eureka
I
just
would-
go
Wait,
around
it's a
the corner,
4%?
Like sections of this bit of bridge that go over the river itself at like the same level are 4%, because if I hadn't done that, I would have had to rebuild the entire thing from the beginning at pretty much a 3% constant.
I do not have a section of my route currently that goes over 2%.
How?
I
Oh.
built to the
you're just
terrain!
you're just going. You're going on the odd. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're like on the other. You're clinging to the mountainside so you get a longer distance. That way you can gradually build up.
Also,
Yeah,
it
and
looks
so the
cooler
trains
when
can
you do
go
that.
faster, and it
Oh.
does look nicer that way.
Ellis, if
Yep.
we lose this Eureka, I have another name for the next replacement.
What do you mean
Ogo Pogo.
replacement?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean replacement?
Well, I mean, if we lose this one, I have a name for the next one.
What do you mean?
No, there will be no next
There
one.
is no next
There
one. We
will
don't
only be
lose
slash
engines. What are you talking about?
That's the
How
same
much money
engine we've
are we
always
away from
had.
it?
Just say the name.
Matlocks.
Hey!
I'm look again, wiki. So the Matlocks is a Bigfoot-like cannibal giant described in legends in Western Canada.
Never mind, we can't have a number 5 named that. It'll eat It'll eat Sasquatch. Clearly.
Uh,
Oh, I should have had you
Where-
take down these cars or something.
It will
Yeah.
it will subsume Sasquatch and become the
Yeah.
new number 2.
Yeah. Hey, Ellis,
Wait,
what
Ellis,
cars
where
are you
did you
talking
go?
about? Just roll them. Just do train bowling.
I'm
I'll
not
catch.
doing train bowling.
New
Yeah,
MDIVRR.
Go away. It'll be fine.
New MDIVRR lore. Big. Sasquatch ate Bigfoot.
No. No.
I mean, okay, wait. You could do one version where Bigfoot got into a big accident, big enough for it, like it couldn't be repaired. So they scrapped it and used the scrap to build.
Yeah,
a
it got
new
into an
replica.
accident where it couldn't be
That was what
repaired and
my
disappeared.
explanation was. Was that was that Sasquatch was actually Bigfoot, but it underwent a big rebuild after it had a very
It
bad
is the
accident.
reincarnation of Bigfoot.
Yeah,
see,
but there
knowing
is
the
no
same
such.
engine,
We never
it's
had an
just that
engine
it
called
doesn't-
Bigfoot though. So what are you guys even talking
Yeah.
about?
Never mind. Sorry.
It's like
Yeah,
a
that's
leased
true.
locomotive or
That's-
something.
We're talking about our own canon for this railway.
Okay. Well,
But Ellis, where did you
Some-
go? Are you coming back with the ore?
I realized that I cannot do a full-on balloon loop here, which I can do in, I think on the Bacon line. Well, on the Bacon line, all bets are off because I have no idea how anything works in Lionelville anymore. But,
Yeah, the
Fire
bacon line is I still need a postal code setup for Lionelville.
Fire stoker jobs are not
okay,
for the
I
faint of
should
heart.
be able
Play
to do
at
this.
your own
Hold on,
risk.
I just need to rebuild a little bit. And here
Oh,
we
I
go.
forgot that I
Bounce.
built an entire.
Okay, just warn me when
I
you're
forgot
coming
that I
back, 'cause
built-
I'm going to be reading.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be
forgot-
reading.
I forgot, like
yeah,
I
I'm
built
going to
most
continue
of the
looking at
section
this
on a
wiki
bridge.
for more cryptid ideas.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I forgot that I built most of the section on a bridge, and I think I only did it because I missed the original High Line, with the High Line which was torn down. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to make another one. So I just kind of did it without thinking of how logical it was. But then again, I don't
Oh,
when I make most of these.
hey guys, do we have
Probably-
how many cordwood cars do we own? 6,
8?
right? 8.
Do we own 8? I
8?
thought we owned 8.
I swear to God, if you stay, we own 7 now.
I hope we don't own 8 because I realized my trade got shorter somehow on the way
God
up the
damn it.
hill. I lost 2 of the cordwood cars, and they were sitting next to the track going down the hill.
Oh.
Like they were just sitting there, like hi.
Well, like they were just sitting upright on the ground.
No. They were upside down, but they were next to the right of way in the weirdest spot to derail.
Okay.
They fell into a curve.
This is Roads Online. There's no such thing as a weird spot to derail. Every place is valid.
Yes.
Yeah, but falling into a curve on a mountain grade?
Slavery? What?
What? Huh?
What?
Huh?
Slavery is a cryptid.
Well, no, that's what apparently
Or-
there's one.
Oh
It's
god, I was
O-
about to make the worst joke of the year.
It's like
Which
OL,
was?
OL apostrophe SLAVEY slavey. No,
I would like to keep my YouTube channel, so I don't think I'm going to say it out loud.
Yeah. Tell us afterward.
But it was I can say it without explicitly stating it, which was the line was, is blank a cryptid? Question mark. And
Oh,
of course with the association with slavery.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
you can probably fill in that blank.
Okay, I'm just reading this, and apparently it's a cryptid believed to exist in Canada's second largest lake, Great Slave Lake.
so can we name a climax or something? John Henry.
John Henry.
Technically,
John
I mean,
Henry.
yeah, you know what? I get where you're coming from. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm not opposed to that.
Is John Henry a
It's
cryptid?
John Henry.
John Henry a cryptid. He is now.
Lincoln the Vampire Slayer.
Thank you, Canada.
I've been saying a great triple feature. One of the greatest trilogies in film is just Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, or Vampire Hunter, and then Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. That's cinematic masterpieces right there. You really get a full picture of the man.
Tyler, I found the section you're talking about, and technically you didn't even have to do this.
What, the bridge part?
Like, you could have just gone further down to where the bridge is a bit higher, and have avoided
Well-
all this sharp curved nonsense, which completely defeats the fact that you're saying that this line would be faster.
Well, it's faster in terms of the grades aren't slowing you down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And the-
true.
Because
It's not actually that bad of a curve, and I can relate it if I want to later. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like if I did it at the bridge I'm thinking you're talking about, right? One, I would like to say on this side of the river going through. So
Okay, that
doing
makes
it there is kind of a
sense.
little bit off. Relaying that bridge there as well is just kind of, that would be a bit tedious.
I'm sorry. the
Alright, so I've
Toronto
kinda done a
area-
bit of a
Let
dumb,
me
and
let
I've
him lock in.
parked Betsy on the version on the section of the bridge which I'm going to remove in order to relay it.
Hi,
gotta
I
move
just
Betsy
want to
forward.
say, y'all are terrible people, and I don't know if you know what a cryptid is.
Abe Lincoln is a
What?
cryptid, don't kill me!
Okay, apparently there's such a thing as the Ontario aerial jellyfish.
Huh?
Here's the thing. It's not that I don't know what a cryptid is. I don't care. I'm going to apply the cryptid name
be
to whatever
honest,
I want because
how
it's
long
funny.
ago were these cryptids like written about? Because if it was
I'm gonna-
after 2015, then I'm pretty sure it was just some guy on weed.
Well, the thing is, the
As if
Ontario
it-
aerial jellyfish was first sighted in 2012.
Do you think that weed was invented in 2015?
No,
Yeah.
it was
People
legalized
have
in
been
Canada.
people
in
have been on
2015.
drugs
Oh my God.
forever.
Drugs
There's
did not
one-
start becoming.
There's one called the
It's not a
Ugly
theory.
Mermaid.
Theory here, okay, guys?
Now, what
The
I'm saying
cryptids
is,
made weed to hide
cryptids-
themselves.
all I'm saying is that the best cryptid is Friends.
I
Just
was-
name a locomotive Friends.
Yeah, I was about to say the friends who made along the way.
Yeah, the friends we
Friends
made
we
along the
made
way
along-
because they don't.
Oh, I
exist.
thought you meant the TV show.
Yeah. Ross
Do-do-do-do-do.
from Friends is a cryptid.
Hey Ace, I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
obligatory thing. I'm gonna do the thing that I need to do under contract, which is we should just name our locomotive 4488 with no further
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not the numbers. You have to actually spell it out in words.
Yeah, good luck with that.
No.
It
It might fit
stretches
on the. It
off
might
the
fit on
locomotive.
yeah, it might fit on the tender of the.
No, you combine the name and the road name on the tender.
3488.
It's just backwards on one side.
Is there even like an engine that'll fit a 4-digit number on it?
Not right now.
Tender.
One day.
Are there any engines that are planned that have 4-digit numbers? Well, I guess the HR1, right?
The HRO1s actually they only get 3-digit numbers.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought they were a 4-digit number.
I'm trying to think what would have a 4-digit.
Please make it through this curve. 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 Where the hell are the other
Please
cars
let it
go?
not, just for the meme.
Are you coming
What
back?
the hell?
I'm coming. I
Where
just
did
finished.
they go?
I just finished building a balloon loop.
Good.
I'm coming. You
Hey,
know our Chaos Junction in the middle?
Yeah.
I added to it. It's worse now.
Oh God.
Woohoo!
I really hope that this is enough of a gradient to make it over if I build the whole beam bridge overpass thing.
Beans.
Actually, wait.
Fuck.
I've
the
done
fuck?
something wrong here. I didn't need to make this all a bridge. I could have just made the embankment in the middle. I think sensibly.
Alright, where'd the other one go?
Stop thinking
You say that.
highline. Just
Well,
think
look
sense.
behind you. Look at what you built.
It's actually kind of sensible until
No, it's
you
not.
until you get to the river level route. It's kind of sensible.
I like the river level
Okay,
route.
but
It's neat. I don't hate it as much as I should.
I hate it to the point
Well,
of
thank you, Ellis, for
it will
showing
fail.
some
It will
kindness
die.
about what I think is the worst part of this line.
I mean,
like if
it's
we
terrible,
add in
but I
flash
think
floods,
it's neat.
What?
If
What?
we add in flash floods, it will die.
Oh yes,
Don't
we're back to the
care.
disaster update.
Quick, I have QMA on speed dial. I'm just gonna
Flash
I'll
floods,
I'll just put it in a
volcanoes,
call and be like,
Despite
hey,
none
can
of-
you add in
Despite an internet acquaintance, make flash floods a thing. Yes, that totally makes sense.
Yes. it
No,
does.
I just find it to be funny.
We just need disasters. I mean,
Like,
Well, I mean, this
you know,
game is
people
a
want to
disaster,
make
so-
Betsy into a steamship company. Well, have Betsy fight Wave.
oh yeah, we're doing. Oh, that's right. I forget we're getting steamships.
We are?
Wait, are we?
That
save
sounds, that sounds
April
not
Fools.
right.
Harder, harder,
Don't
harder.
tell them I'm building the Arizona Navy.
I mean, here's the thing. It was talked about way before April Fools. It was a conversation like months ago about steamships.
Great
Then
times.
what would it be? I guess it'd still be Railroads Online.
Egypt.
Yeah, but I would have my Navy, and you would all suck it.
Okay, Ford, I'm coming through from the other line, and I'm going towards the smelter.
And now,
Okay, good, you already
now I'm
switched
just
that way.
imagining how that improves the PvP update because like they'd have like anti pirate guns on them. Like a paddle boat with like a small like
Okay, yeah, you said you were
Can
going
we
towards
see-
the
so it would
smelter, right?
seem.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I think the Arizona Navy only ever outfitted like small firearms on their vessels.
we'll see like Maxim and Gatling guns. That would be actually.
I'm not even sure if it's at time of the Gatling gun.
Okay,
yeah, I guess
important
a
question.
Lewis gun would exist.
Important question. Where did the Arizona Navy operate?
That was
Arizona.
I think Lake Powell. I'm trying to think if it was Lake Powell or something else. It was okay. So the story of the Arizona Navy is it's a long and storied thing of a few months because
Okay.
I think it was Colorado. It was either Colorado or one of the other ones, or actually it might have been federal
That's
government.
the Arizona Navy.
Wanted to build a dam,
Hmm.
Damn.
and Arizona,
Whoa.
we didn't exactly want the dam at the moment. And so the governor
Damn.
turns around and says to this lady that, hey, I'm going to give you a commission. You're going to take these 2 steamships that are on this part of the river, and you're going to go up to them and try to make sure that they don't continue building this dam until we get this sorted out. And they did that.
There really don't strike me as being a lot of navigable rivers in Arizona, but
Well,
There's
there is stuff that was sort of there are sections that are navigable, and then there are sections that are very much not navigable.
Hey, Fort, where are you?
I'm on the caboose.
Cool.
While we are a desert, we do have a river too. We like the rivers.
Have a
We
river.
dammed up one of them, and we made it into a lake, and Achilles doesn't understand the gloriousness of it.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take a train down my new way to the smelter.
Did you seriously build another way to the smelter?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
No, there are 3.
So-
Take,
No, there are
take it easy going
there
down.
are 2.
Take
There
it
are
easy
2.
going down. Your track has had a time with me in trying to yeet cars from my train.
Which way did you go down?
I went down your way and up it.
They're both my way. Spoiler.
Oh, well, the horseshoe curve one.
That doesn't
One from
narrow
the
it
back.
down.
They're both horseshoe curves.
do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Was
Well,
this
So
this
you're
drastically
telling me
affects
that you
fishing
filled-
season.
Was it the one with the long wooden trestle bridge?
No, it was
Okay.
the other one.
See, and on balance, I would call this one the horseshoe curve one. So,
The one with the bridge.
yeah. Because
Okay.
it
So
very
you're
much
telling me
is.
that the only highline that ever served a use on this server was the one you tore down in order to make your 3 different lines that all of which you are uncontent with.
No. There are 2 different lines that I'm uncontent with. Well,
And
there
now
are
you're
3
building a
different lines I'm
third.
uncontent with, but only 2 of them go to the smelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of which are the only 2 ways of getting down to the smelter.
Yes. What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh yeah, you can say you're welcome,
Deleteness.
all right, because I lost 2. Where did the other one go?
Listen,
Hooray!
that sounds
Oh,
like
there it is.
operator error. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
there
not
it is.
taking responsibility for that.
No. They just kept they flung off the track on me twice.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. And
No, they
don't.
don't.
Sounds like client issue.
Where did they fling off the track?
They flung off at curves. Like one of them just kind of said, "Right, I'm just gonna jump off the train."
I mean, yeah, I feel that.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
When I commuted to work when I commuted to Boston every day, I felt that.
Fair enough.
Here's the horseshoe curve.
What, jumping off a bridge? Oh god.
Yeah, leaping from the train.
It takes a lot of effort to not drive off a bridge. Oh look, there's one.
There's one. Boom. When you get here, can you do me a favor?
Go on.
Help me switch this train.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. My thinking is because you'll be coming in. If I pull out up in front of you, far enough to where you can help me. You can just couple to the front. We can couple the front of the. Well, you can couple up to the back of my train and shove it over to the cordwood track.
Well, see, now I'm thinking of like what my next endeavors on the server are. One of which is building a line to directly connect the smelter and the iron ore mine, and number 2 is building a line to directly connect the smelter and the coal line, which I know that's a thing that can be. I mean, I know they both can be done.
Yeah.
Because I've watched Tyler do both of them. Well, for the most part, I've done.
Well, I haven't done the one that's directly smelter to coal.
No, but it's very close.
Wait, I thought you couldn't use coal at the smeltery.
No.
You
Smelter
can't,
to
but you
iron.
can deliver, yeah, the iron products to the coal mine to make coal.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
okay,
rail
never
go up.
mind. I
Yeah,
got
rail
mixed
go up there.
Like the best thing to do though for the continuation of this save would be to build to the ironworks
Mm-hmm.
on the other side of the map, because we're gonna have the products that we need for that to make stuff that makes us even more money. So while it is nice that we are building stuff that is more efficient on this side of the map,
It's rather
kind of-
lopsided.
we kind of don't need to have 4 different ways of getting places. Like, as long as we have a 2% way to get from XYZ and we have places that we can switch to get the consist where we need to go, it works.
Yeah, that's a reasonable thing to say. However,
the coal
I
mine
am.
does seem like a pretty important place, though, so I think it's justified in getting double track.
Well, I don't
What?
think anything needs a double track. At least not yet. We don't even have enough trains to justify that. We've got what, 2 crews working, and they're both in the same place right now.
Yeah.
But thing is,
We got 2 road engines and 2 transfer engines, basically.
yeah. All right, I'm coming down into the area here.
All right.
Fort brakes.
Yeah, brakes.
Please brake. All right, you're lined up for the rear of my train.
What do you need me to
Guys,
do with
I
that?
found the station plane for a town named Amogus.
What?
Actually,
Doom,
Uh-oh.
doom, 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 doom,
Seems
doom.
sus.
I've seen that meme before.
So yeah,
Here,
right. I
it's in
need
They
you to
Were Great.
grab the rear of the train,
Oh,
take
boy.
it off the back of me, and shove it over on the cordwood platform real quick. That way we can unload.
Oh,
It
I
seems
see.
like it's in Poland.
Mogus, Poland. Sold.
huh? Okay.
All right, let's put some handbrakes on here for it. Oh man, I'm running out of voice.
Like it. There we go. The handbrakes was already on. Oh wait, you mean on the
I,
entire
I added
train?
I added more handbrakes. Yeah, no, let's not like my Gentique this thing. Let's put on an appropriate amount of handbrakes.
I've
Yeah.
almost
You can
got
never have
all
too
of
many.
the trees to the coal mine killed.
Awesome. Well,
Yay.
not awesome, but like, good job.
Whoa. Okay.
I felt that. I don't know what that was, but I felt it.
From my perspective,
me.
I just like on my perspective, I just saw Devil. It went like it turned 90 degrees to the right and laid on its side before turning right side up again.
Why does track laying have to have such bad lag there?
Because
Alright.
not swine
You got a
update yet.
truck.
Haha.
You got foot.
Classic.
That'll do.
Because not
Let's-
spline update.
Classic
None of
white person
I
high
can't
school.
wait until the spline update when I can actually start making a new save.
All right, bring it back.
Mm.
No handbrakes on the cars.
I
Good,
just
thank
saw
you
a
for
thing.
Come on, no handbrakes.
I just saw a thing on the news.
Whoa!
where-
What? There's a car coming back here.
Hey, it's returned just
Oh.
in time.
My effing god.
It's been bouncing here for a couple of minutes. I had a feeling it's gonna get back right as he goes to do this move, isn't it?
What
I had a
the
hunch.
hell happened?
Okay, basically, the 2 empty ones here were the ones that escaped on me while going up the hill the first go-round. Also, that'll do. Bring us forward.
And
Oh no!
have they just been rolling down the hill ever since?
Oh no! It's been rolling down the hill, hitting that small uphill on the switch. Push forward.
I'm
Uh,
trying.
Radio. But yeah, hitting that small uphill on the switch there, and then rolling back away.
Okay, I'm switching it into the shed just so it's not anybody's business.
What about that?
Yeah.
What about that? Tyler, do you remember a story that Weibel told a while ago about cars that were just rolling back and forth in a valley, with no engine on them, and they kept triggering the crossing?
I
can't,
don't.
I can't remember if that was a story that he told, but it seems like something he would have told. Tell me when to stop.
You got a truck. About there probably stop about there.
I was just like waiting. Like, I'm gonna hit the end of track at some point.
Hang on. Push forward a little more. We can
Okay.
get them all. We can get them in. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Give it up.
But
Give
the
'em a
other thing
push.
is, like, building aside, we should definitely be just running more train, and making more moolah, and getting more
That'll do.
more freight cars. Oh crap!
Yeah. Yeah, well, we can fix that. We'll just
Don't worry,
pull it
Captain.
back.
We'll buff out
Well,
those
well, I
scratches.
would.
We'll
Well,
just
I
pull it back over the buffer.
So it would seem that my buffers did nothing.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I mean,
but
admittedly,
also
you could have just pushed so hard that you pushed over them.
That's
Yeah.
true. They are not meant to stop anything substantial.
All right, pull
They're
it back.
more a suggestion than anything else.
They're more what you
More
call
like a
guidelines. There we go.
Guide.
Oh, we need more yard tracks over here, honestly. And
Oh yeah.
this is supposed to go. So the track that you're on now, the track that Sasquatch is on now, is supposed to peel off to the right here, and then eventually go up to the waterfall area, or what would be the
Yeah.
waterfall yard if we had one.
Yeah.
This is much different than the last time I was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my new connection.
Yeah,
which-
the new connection has been the trouble.
Sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay. Actually, I
I
think
think both
this.
Pyro and I placed track at the same time there.
Yay.
Good thing my
guys
section
are
was
in
only a
sync.
short thing.
Mine
Yeah.
was.
Hold on.
The
You guys
Mine was
carry
curve.
a
on,
short
just-
thing connecting an existing section of track to a switch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
the curve
doesn't go
that,
anywhere.
Huh. Okay.
Used
yeah,
to.
that the one
yeah,
that
I
was
know it
rolling
used
back
to.
and forth. That one specifically was derailed on a curve, flipped over on a curve up there somehow. Coming
see.
down when I picked it up, they just flopped over. They were on the rear of the train.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, they
Um,
flopped over going up the hill. I
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
think
Hmm.
there were no handbrakes.
Well, no handbrakes.
This is supposed to tie into that, so you can have a full-on balloon loop and do like proper shunting and whatever. That
Yeah.
wall right there is the beginning of the old line that I had demolished. I just didn't go all the way back to the beginning to take care of that. And man, I am jonesing to fix it now. But I need to get back in the train and do train things.
Yep.
Unless
Right,
you guys want to take over running train.
So you can show the stream more building.
Yeah.
Construction.
I mean, I have an entire
It's
series
almost
dedicated.
like it's almost like we should call this under
Okay,
construction.
never mind.
Problem number 1 is solved. I have connected my existing line to Tyler's new line, at
And
least what has been
that'll do
connected
us.
of it, and have created a place where the lines can intersect without engines
little
bonking
more.
into the bridge.
Oh, I thought you said that'll do us. Damn it.
Yeah, I thought you would stop just a little farther back, but nope.
No,
Yeah,
too
just
much. Too
just
much
pull
bricks.
us. Yeah, pull it back about a truck. All right, that'll do
Alright.
us. Forward we go.
Now,
Oh, okay, you're not
job
gonna grab
number
it with
2
the,
is to replace a bunch
with
of the
your
elevated sections with
Stop.
embankments.
Messing with Sasquatch.
I
But
saw
first,
I
I
saw him in real life, by the way.
Sasquatch?
The Jack Link's one, yes.
Oh, you're not saying like you saw Bigfoot on a camping trip.
No, I saw him at an air show.
Oh, okay.
All right,
So
brakes, fellas,
does
brakes.
Bigfoot like air shows?
Yeah, he sponsors an airplane that is it's a Waco biplane that they fit like the jet engine from like a Huey to. It's pretty neat.
That's really something. All right, you're probably, for sanity's sake, gonna want to either pull forward and back into this track, or yeah, I mean that's probably what you're gonna want to do.
Yeah. Gotta go.
He also,
pick that-
he also likes.
gotta go
air-
pick up my
air
6
shows.
log, cordwood cart at some point.
Where is that?
I don't know. Fort, where'd you put it?
Sorry, I kind of got distracted. What? Where's the what?
Where's the 6? What?
I see
Wait,
it over
who's-
there.
Yeah, I switched it over to the sheds just so it wouldn't bother anybody.
It's over there, mocking me.
Taunting.
Menacingly.
I hate
It's just standing there. Menacingly.
I have to admit, I did not watch SpongeBob as a child, and I still haven't watched SpongeBob.
Me. Let's pull the plug.
What?
What?
it derailed on the turntable over here.
All right, you guys have fun. I'm succumbing to my base urges and fixing this.
Okay. You fixing the hill over there?
Your
Yeah,
base is
I'm demolishing.
It's under confix.
Thank, thank you.
under confixing.
Thank you. This was needed.
I'm demolishing
just-
this ski ramp, and I'm connecting these two sections, and I am. You'll get a full-on balloon loop here. We'll have more room for activities, and like yard building and stuff will make more sense.
So
And
much room for
Just wondering,
activities.
Tyler, where are you currently?
I am almost at. So you know where the river kind of that valley opens up, right?
The valley opens up.
Like it's to the south.
I don't think
Well-
my line reached there yet, did it?
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm currently what I'm doing is I'm building track from the
God.
mine down.
Oh God!
Well, I guess by
Oh,
the
so
map.
you're going in
up.
the opposite direction and making ends meet.
Yeah,
it's grooving, guys.
Or are you laying track, not building embankments?
I am building my track.
I am.
Did we
Laying.
just?
So building the embankments and stuff.
No, I'm laying down the rail right now. I already have the
Oh,
embankment
okay.
done.
Well, I had
Oh,
also.
we're ready then.
Hi guys.
Gloria
What
says
did
hi.
I do?
So
That was
you'll want to
hilarious.
meet up with wherever my embankment is closest to you, and then
Let's see.
I'm just gonna follow your line upwards with mine. Then, as soon as I replace most of the bridge,
What happened?
most of these bridge sections that Alice hates.
I know you
Kind
can't
of
see
want
me,
to
but
keep that
imagine me
curved
giving me.
one though, since I think that's a work of art.
I mean, okay. Lots of things are works of art.
You see, this I think should act as a kind of memorial for what was it, Highline version 6 or
The Ghost
5,
of
the
Highline's
one that
Past?
Alice tore down when he made his like 3 lines to the smelter.
There are only 2 lines to the smelter. It was my second
Okay,
one. It
2
was
lines.
the more legitimate one. The other one was just basically an experiment to see if I could actually build that. And turns out I can with enough effort.
You can build anything in RO with enough effort, including under the map.
Yeah, how crazy is that? I think we talked about that last time, but yes, that is. I mean, tunnels, they're possible. Asterisk.
I mean, I built a snow shed. Asterisk.
You did? There's
yeah,
no
and then
snow
you never
now.
connect
It
to
does kind of have holes in the roof though, because the roof is made of bridge track, but it does look kind of good.
Oh, I wanted to mention about the crane we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Don't you think that given the opportunity, a railroad like this would 100% use a crane like that for things a crane like that should not be used for?
Yep.
Oh, more than it, yes.
Like,
Okay,
Like
but
what?
I will not allow you to
Revailing
do that.
engines.
But you'll allow us to build a signaling system out of placing depots next to one another.
Yes.
because that's what's gonna happen, and you guys can't stop it.
You cannot stop me.
Shush.
Man, when we get depots, just wait till you see what the bacon line looks like. You want postal codes now? Just you wait.
You stop every 5 minutes.
Spending whole episodes running from building to building, setting signals.
As the
I'm just
train
gonna
goes,
die.
you're running to get the signals. Alright, my train's still situated, so
And the
I'll
worst
help
part's
you.
gonna be is I'm just gonna watch it and just see like my models being used against me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
like my children.
You
They've
built
abandoned me.
a thing with a signal on it, but you will not provide me signals. Well, this is what you get.
Are train order board signals? I've always been confused.
more.
By that.
Balance.
They're signals in the sense of they have the same mechanism, but the purpose and function are different.
Yeah, so the last
And they-
3 cars
for you.
have them brakes. The last few cars have brakes on them, including the caboose.
Got it.
So,
Like yes, they do signal the crew, but it's a different thing than kind of the stop go.
They
It's A.
signal you to come in and pick up orders.
Yeah.
RO balancing patch removes signal from depot.
Yeah.
Good.
Getting closer to being good. In the vicinity of Goodhood.
Removed signal from depot to stop one man.
Stop one man
To
has
stop.
insatiable desire to destroy the Russian monarchy.
To dispatch.
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
All right.
No,
All
I'm talking
brakes are
about
off
the
now.
huge dick person.
Officially. You did get this. Did someone get the switch that I used to back up into the yard?
I mean, it's just you
I
and
did.
Fort, so.
Okay,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
need to get
Fort,
back on
did
the
you-
engine.
Get back on the engine quickly!
Okay,
Things you
never
love
mind.
to hear.
It's the whole thing. Little wheels make the engine sound like it's going a lot faster than it actually is.
Yes.
Ready up. Alright, get on the
Oh
brake.
god, I forgot the track is... Yeah, the train's a lot longer than this track. I don't think we have room.
Brake! Harder!
It's at 100%!
Throw the anchor off!
Again.
Yeah, we're at the end of the track. There's no more room.
Ah, yes, trains totally have anchors. What are you talking about?
Do yours
Well,
not?
they do in this country now. Wherever we are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ellis, this was a mistake.
Welcome to Washington State.
Well-
We're actually building the Iron Horseman.
It wasn't my mistake.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I ain't driving. Hey, I ain't driving. I'm just helping.
Okay, so
So-
I'm going, somebody flip a switch. We need to do a bit of shunting around here.
I got an idea. I don't know if you'll go for it, but it might work. It's called using gravity to be our friend.
Oh no.
Kick. Okay,
Gravity train.
the last free hoppers in the caboose are the ones we need to, maneuver with.
Yes.
If we can kick them up
Oh my
out of the way, up the hill, and yeet the train back quick enough. Well, actually, correction.
Yeet the train
Yeah,
back.
no, let's not do that. Actually, yeah,
Yeah, don't
No.
trust nature. Please.
yeah, actually, let's not do that. Never mind.
Nature
Second
will
thought,
find
let's
a
not
way
go
away
to
with it.
Camelot.
for you.
Tis a silly place.
It is. All right.
Tis but a minor flesh wound.
Your whole arm's gone.
We'll call it a draw.
Okay, so do you want
Okay.
me to back up or what?
Back up till I tell you to stop.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Backs up the Death Star.
You're good.
All right,
You're
that'll
good.
do. Brake
Good.
hard.
Crashes into a planet.
You know, I mentioned this in the episode of the realist on Rogue One, but I like how we get the bit of like the Death Star
Fall
jumping
forward.
to hyperspace. He's like, ah, yes,
Yeah.
that is in fact how the Death Star gets placed, and it's something that you kind of figure is the way it works, but they never actually address in the other movies.
It's always sitting there. It's just like, it's
Yeah.
there.
It's just
Sitting
sitting there
menacingly.
menacingly.
you know, it led to a lot of speculation of like, oh, maybe the Death Star can like shoot ludicrous distances, or like it shoots through hyperspace, or this, that, and the other. I mean, applying scientific principles to Star Wars is going to get you in trouble anyway, but nevertheless,
Why do the stormtroopers aim suck?
well,
Well,
because
Don't worry, they can't hit us.
actually, that only really happens once in the original trilogy.
Shh.
Can I back up?
And that-
Yeah.
For the most part, stormtroopers are pretty accurate, and thus are a pretty reasonable threat throughout the original trilogy.
yeah,
Oh hey, I found where your line ends, Brian.
Yeah, the fueling station.
Yeah, I'm building track past that now. Aha.
So
Right.
you're coming back towards me. Because I'm just
Yes.
down from there, kind of just before the river level route, which I think is going to be improved heavily by what I'm about to do. Because
Is
if I'm
it?
not mistaken, I may have a way to circumvent it.
Anywhere there will do.
I
I'm
have
still
a
keeping
perfect
the
way to
original
circumvent it,
line.
and it's
Wait,
almost
look,
done.
There's your way, but there's also my way, and my way is what I want to do.
I did it my way.
Right? Let me run up here and get
Hey,
the.
hey,
God.
Ellis, what did you just sing?
I've got my way,
Oh, I'm not gonna do
my
it.
own way.
All right, pull
It
forward.
doesn't matter
For those of you
now
not
what
of
happened.
knowing of the joke, there is a quote in the quote book where it's, I think it's Dean and O'Gillies,
Uh-oh.
and it's Dean singing something Sinatra. O'Gillies asks him, Dean, who sang
Break.
the song that you're singing?
Yeah.
And he says, Sinatra. Good, keep it that way.
Yeah, no, I was expecting that. That's why I didn't say anything.
God.
Also, you're supposed to ask who sings that, not what
yeah,
was that.
I was gonna ask what, and then you're gonna answer, and I was gonna ask who sang it, and you're gonna answer, and I'm like, good, keep it that way.
Yeah, no.
But
All
you know,
right, start
'cause
slowing
it's-
down.
because if I did who sang that, then you're just gonna turn around and say, well, I did. Of course, dumbass.
I mean,
keep
I
going.
don't think that would be my
Got car
reaction,
lines.
but you know. Actually,
No, Lafayette's definitely the one
did you-
singing
or
it.
more.
Yes.
did you happen to catch the very tail end of Under Construction yesterday?
That'll do.
Oh no, I didn't.
Because
I was
We
suit
were-
shopping
we were
yesterday.
talking about Lima Locomotive Works, or the town, because I had asked for like, hey, I need names
Alright,
for a
forward.
thing, and
Yeah.
someone said Lima, and I was like, ooh, is that Lima or Lima? I've never actually known which one it is.
Oh,
I hate
have you
guys.
taken
You
up
guys
the tracks?
stop. There's no tracks up here.
Oh, the game's lagging. It's not lagging me. Ah!
Cookie jumped.
Oh,
On
God.
the switch.
But anyway,
Build fast.
I was just I'm working on it.
Quick track.
I was like, oh, is it Lima or Lima? I don't think I've ever known. And then
The
Matt
Lima
writes
locomotive.
Limma, so like Lima, and he writes Lima because I'm Matt, the expert on like bad opinions or whatever. And I was ending the stream, like I was in the middle of ending the stream, so I typed in the stream chat Lima balls.
Hey.
You.
Yes.
So you're a man of culture, I see.
Welcome to Ligma.
Ellis.
Ligma
Yeah.
Locomotive Works.
Ligma locomotive.
And just so you know, it is in fact lima, like lime the fruit.
Lima. Now there's a builder.
No, there isn't.
Yeah,
It's copycat.
I know.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
like
don't
they did-
If you give them a drawing, they can definitely build it. But if you just tell them, hey, here's this stuff, can you build it? For most of their history, they just kind of do something that's really concerning.
Yeah. Looks at 290. Looks at PS4s.
Well, those are just copies of
Yeah.
ESR8.
Yeah.
Let's see, is that the line actually
Maybe.
done?
Can you check on the boys when you get a chance? I have
Can
a
you check on the boys?
sussy feeling. I hear
The
noises and I don't
boys.
know what they are.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm gonna need
What?
to adjust some of these curves.
What is there to
But-
say? Whoever said they're not saying
I'm gonna-
anything.
Well, currently I feel like I'm in a Mexican standoff with Ellis.
Wait, I didn't think there was any place you could stand on the front of the engine.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
we
stand on the
changed
front
that.
of the cookies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not on the Eurekas.
So
There's
the
no- there's-
river level route won't need to be
Forward.
4% anymore, but it'll still be there.
Forward,
just look a
forward,
bit
forward,
Yeah.
forward, quickly, before he changes his mind.
Oh, okay.
Quick, before he
Wait a
rips
minute,
up
I'm
the
getting rid of
track.
this.
No!
Just kidding. I'm kidding. You're good. You're good.
Well, too bad, I'm coming anyway.
Here we
Phrasing.
go.
That's what he said.
Oh, what?
So much
Jesus.
meat. I can safely say I never want that many people to stick their meat in me again. Phrasing.
We also hit the end of the
Brakes.
other.
What happened?
No, it's like
Flip
we
the platform?
No, we clipped the rest of the train that we decoupled from.
Oh. Well, that's not my fault.
Ah, we didn't
Yes,
clip
it is. It's your server. Everything's your fault.
Yeah, tell me about it. Life of a Discord admin.
Looks at the server that I'm part of. That's 10,000 members.
Well,
All right,
you know,
that'll do.
that's
That'll do
why
for it.
I look at that juicy member count and I go, think of all the people I could buy trading cards.
Why you're
Yeah,
trading
yeah,
cards if
yeah.
You haven't already.
Okay, I think I almost have this completely connected.
Were they okay?
All right, Fort.
Back
We've.
her
I
up.
wonder where it could be.
Yep.
You have it?
Let her rip the
No, I
potato
don't
chip.
have it.
I swear to God, if you have it, I'm gonna kick your ass.
It's on my side of the bed.
God damn it!
All right, break, Fort, break.
Oh man, I'm gonna sleep on the couch tonight.
Oh,
We say-
great.
we-
What'd you
say
do?
this every time,
Oh,
and
no.
you never do.
I know. Well, that's because she misses me because she's a simp. But
Not tonight, you fucked with my goddamn candy, bitch!
Oh no.
that will
Oh,
probably
yeah.
last a good
Yeah.
15
Cardinal
minutes.
sin tonight, boys.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Looks like pegging is back at the table.
Hi,
He's-
baby.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh. I didn't think about that. All right, Fort, I'm waiting for you back here.
Oh, I gotta love the cookie. It's the biggest engine I've driven in this game in a while.
I had
Oh, it's
cookies
the-
for breakfast.
It's the biggest engine I've
You don't
drove.
eat my children for breakfast, Ellis, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. It actually wasn't my breakfast. I had it like
And we-
before lunchtime.
Can we next cookie we get? Can we name it Oreo? Just because?
Is
That's
Oreo
unoriginal.
encrypted?
No. Just
Is Oreo encrypted?
is Oreo encrypted?
Is mayonnaise an
Is it
instrument?
Is
No,
mayonnaise
Patrick.
encrypted?
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
well,
Horseradish
that-
is not an instrument either.
well, it's whoever asked if mayonnaise is encrypted. It's funny you say such a thing.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
It's funny you say mayonnaise is encrypted.
Oh yeah. Because of last week.
Oh god, I completely forgot about that.
You forgot about
Onion
Sandwich
boy.
Man?
Yes,
Yes,
I did. How
Sandwich
could I forget about
Man.
Sandwich Man?
Okay. Brian, question, where's Betsy?
At the sawmill.
Parked
Not sawmill. They
on
took it.
around the midsection of my part of the line.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might need
Alright,
to
stop.
requisition Betsy for testing.
That is fine by me. I'm doing construction on this line
Yes, my
anyway,
love.
so I don't need her.
More time.
Okay. Because I
We're
think
back.
after I get this hooked up, and I'm just gonna need to check a little bit down here,
I'm always big, so.
my section should be ready.
Yeah, back it up. Back her up and get her down. Got about 2 car lengths.
I literally, yeah, so you're gonna have to tell me, I literally can't see
1
the-
car length. Half a car length.
Cool.
That'll do.
Perfect.
Time to go
Perfection.
hunt down Chooch.
Okay,
Time
so
to
I'm
go
gonna need
chooch
you
hunting.
To go and, I'm gonna need you to go in front of the train and make sure the switches are with me.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've
Ellis,
set
you
the
want to build a
switch.
yard?
No.
Oh.
That's not the compulsion that I get usually.
You want to build a
You want to
yard?
see a railroad?
No.
I want to build a third railroad line where there's already 2. That's my thing.
God.
I want to spend 3 hours building something that just hates me.
All right. You're.
Oh,
need
3
back-
hours? That's
oh.
child's play.
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
Oh, you're going forward. Okay.
Well,
Yes, I
it's
said
funny
forward.
because I say
I
what I
thought
just
forward
said.
was caboose. I thought you were gonna run up.
Really, the
I
caboose
say
is
what
at
I
the
just
front of
said,
the
and you
train,
say
isn't
what
it?
you just said,
Yes.
and I realized that yes, when I did that, it took me way longer than 3 hours because I logged in to the bacon line after everyone else had like gone to sleep and finished it, and I spent the next
Mhm.
day finishing it, and like I'm a terrible
The odds
like
are in your favor.
I'm not a terrible human being. I just can't control myself. I just Anyway. I just hid
God, I
Gloria's
really wish
Kinder
there was a
Bueno
brightness
because I
setting
thought
for
it
this
would be
game.
funny.
Oh my
And
God, I
now
love
I
April.
realize the
April-
error of my ways, and I
April,
will
good
please,
luck
babe,
for
I
it.
ate your candy.
Are you just saying that to say that?
Ooh.
I'm saying that because I'm being stared at menacingly.
No, so tell the class how you really feel.
I am under duress.
Tell the class how you really feel.
I regret nothing.
Is Gloria a
You
cryptid?
would not.
Ah! Love you though. Why?
But does Gloria still love you?
Is
Probably
Gloria
not.
a
I don't know why she ever did.
Ellis is
Oof.
big simpin.
You realize the microphone's still over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably didn't hear me, but whatever.
Oh, we could hear you. We
Yeah,
hear
we can
everything.
hear
Yeah. Gloria
Intercourse
just
doesn't
wants to
go
be
unheard in this
yeah,
household.
Intercourse doesn't go unheard in this household. That's not an applicable statement for the moment, and I foresee it not being applicable for the foreseeable future.
Just you wait.
Wait,
Just you.
what?
Just you wait. What does that mean,
Ellis is
Tyler?
having- Okay, so
Tyler's-
Ellis is
Tyler's
having
coming
relationship issues, and you
I said,
still
Tyler
want to
said
make
that,
fun of
a
him.
weird
No,
weird
no,
everything.
no.
Intercourse doesn't go
These
unheard
are
in this household.
relationship issues. These
Which
are
is
just
something we
like
said to Dean.
these are just
If
like
Gianna's telling us
these
to
are
keep
regular
down,
problems
then
everyday
of course
people
Christmas
have.
is
You don't have to
over
be in a
for
relationship to have this issue.
Yeah. This is normal.
But the issue of people on the
This is fine.
internet talking about
Anyway.
your everyday life and laughing as you have issues with it.
Yeah, you don't need to be in a relationship for that to happen. Exhibit A, me.
I mean,
All right. Hey, Fort.
Yeah.
I'm coming up. I'm coming after you.
Okay. Good. I need a fireman.
No, I mean, not quite that way.
Train.
Oh wait, did you fall off the train?
where are you?
No, I was never on the train. I'm on
Oh!
my train.
I don't. Are you lined?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I had
you're
no.
in Eureka.
I had no idea that you were lined, and I just see an engine taking off in that direction, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh my god, those are brand new switches. I don't know if anyone's touched them or set them, and here he goes.
Power.
I was expecting catastrophe.
You were expecting You were expecting a real Brayden moment.
Well, we've
You're
only had
expecting
like
the
2
wreck
of
of
them
old
so far
97.
tonight, so we're below
Yeah.
quota.
Yeah, I'm hitting. I've set a new low.
You're expecting the wreck of old Brady 7.
I hate.
Old Brady
No,
7.
Brian.
Brady
Brian,
seven.
I'm getting. If it wasn't for my truck being on the other side of the county, I'd be on my way to Canada right now.
The Tom Brady
Oh
7.
God.
Yeah.
What have I done?
That,
I
as soon
found
as
the
that wheel bearing
engine.
gets fixed, I'm
This
gonna
is
need a
mine
new one.
now.
I'm going to
Goodbye,
Canada.
Brian.
Yes, goodbye. I see you right now because I'm laying track.
Never count out touchdown, Tom.
Touchdown.
Goodbye.
Breakdance
Please.
speech.
Please, Cordwood Cars. I will pay you money if you stay on the track.
How much money?
How much?
How much you got on you?
50 cents. And a button.
it or leave it.
3.
50 cents and a button that looks like my Aunt Trixie, only without the mustache.
What?
That's settled for y'all.
Yeah, and here I was. Today I learned that the smelter has more than one output.
The smelter what?
Has more than one output.
Oh, okay.
What
Well, yeah,
the
'cause it
plates
makes
and
wheels
the
plates, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it made the plates.
Hey Tyler, let
Ellis.
me know if that connection is any good. By the way.
Listen,
All right.
Tyler, the first time I've used the smelter was our last Bacon Line recording.
Okay, that's fair.
Huh, bribery does work. They
Oh,
haven't
God, I almost had...
they haven't escaped yet.
Bribery does work. That's a great quote.
Bribery
You know what this
does-
sounds like?
Murder is great.
That one
Every
Mary
day,
you
every-
always love. Ellis,
What do I always love?
that one mayor.
Oh, hell yeah, Buddy Cianci.
The Iron Horse.
What a great guy.
The Iron Horsemen get more corrupt every day.
Now, murder is great. The quote. It just has a quote thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from Tom.
Murder is good.
Yep.
Murder is great.
You ever run somebody over?
So you.
And you back up across them?
That's my quote. That's my quote from last time.
Yeah.
That I quoted from George Carlin. Driving is fun, isn't it? Do you ever run over someone, so you panic, so you back up? Do you ever notice how the second crunch isn't as loud as the first? Well, yes, of course, but what? Out with it. I think it's because the guy already has tread marks on him. Might as well run over him again. What are you gonna do this time? Drive around him? The best part is someone took a clip of Thomas and Percy of the George Carlin dub and put that over them.
Oh yeah, there are like 7 episodes of that. It's one of my favorite things on the internet.
Ford!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I had to throw the switch because it was the wrong way.
Okay.
What
Giving
was it?
me heart failure back here.
I saw one of those where it was like, look at the dog. Look at the dog.
Look at the doggy.
Over
Over
there.
there. Turn your head, goddammit. Goddamn you.
This section over here for the crossover, it works quite well, Brian. But you know what it reminds me of?
Uh-oh.
The crossover that Ellis made?
No, the Interstate Highway system.
Oh.
Okay.
Which in turn reminds you of the thing that I made.
Yeah. Yes, so it's
'Cause I
all
based
it
it off
all
of
comes back
Ellis's thing.
together.
So wait, you're behind me right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Ellis, you want to come see the road?
The road.
Hang on. Hang on a
highway.
second. This is some. Yeah, might as well. Might as well make the joke. Sasquatch, what are you doing, step caboose?
Okay.
Shut
Life is
the
a
hell up, Brady.
highway.
Never.
And
Hey,
I'm
that's
the
my
hell- shut
revenge
the
for
hell
the
your
Brady
mouth.
7 joke.
The Brady.
Okay, fine.
The Brady set. I mean, it's. You could almost say that's like a Brady.
I didn't
bunch.
say it's the bite of 87. I said
Hey.
old 87.
The bite. Is that the bite of 87?
What I meant was like old 97, but
Yeah, I
80.
know.
Although it would have worked better if I used the word Tai Chi in it somewhere.
Oh, God! Now I got a clip idea. We film Tai Chi and Gary's mod just running on a passenger train, and we just have someone scream, "Is that the bite of 97?"
No.
Just for the,
Murder.
I'll do it.
Murder.
Might as
Go
well.
Murder.
We've
Okay, let's close.
Yeah, that lore's gonna be-
scroll and drift.
Alright, I'm
yeah,
not-
that's gonna
I'm
be
not
fun
walking
lore to
away
write
there.
out.
Ellis,
Now,
where are you?
do I use
Nowhere.
Well, it was funny because Mark.
You say nowhere, but you have to be somewhere.
I am somewhere
Oh,
between the
God.
smelter and the iron ore mine.
What if nowhere is somewhere,
Okay.
and somewhere is nowhere?
Oh, never mind.
Nowhere, Texas.
Oh yeah, that's a real place.
Let's go.
Hell, Michigan.
Truth or consequences?
Come
Booger
on.
Hollow, Arkansas.
Oh,
I watched the there's somebody who did the most rigged GeoGuessr tournament, and I was just watching
I
it. It's
literally
just like
just watched that today. Yeah.
yeah, Admiral Nelson's Wild Ride. That had to be my favorite set because I didn't know it was possible to get Google Street View
Of the ocean.
under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
There's one on a cruise ship in the middle of nowhere. It's just like, excuse me. What?
This isn't the
Whose idea is this? Like, who's the poor guy
this
from
ain't
Google that was just like, yeah.
Wait, are you
Hang
still
on a
behind
second.
me?
Yeah. This ain't the log camp.
What is this grade?
I'm just gonna back up.
Yeah, because I'm backing
I've
up
got
too.
a foul somewhere.
Because I'm gonna decouple the hopper cars from the train and just put them in the siding.
Radio.
Okay.
Oh,
I found the coal line. I'm walking it.
Oh,
No,
you found the.
walking it.
Where are you on the coal line?
Just past the waterfall yard. Or
Oh, okay,
yard
I'll go
location.
back and pick you up. You want to go
See-
follow the switch where the switch is set.
Okay. Hey,
Oh,
kitty.
damn it.
Pigman!
Where did they go?
Where
Where'd
did they
they come
go
from?
now?
Where?
Yeah, where did they go now? I
Where'd
stopped
you come
paying
from?
attention
Where'd you
to 'em
go?
up
Where'd
the
you come
hill.
from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where the hell did you move cordwood cars go?
Where the
I
hell
lost
did the
the
video
two.
go?
I lost the 2 again.
Where did the blockbusters go?
Okay.
Which way was the switch set? This way. Okay, I see.
I'm coming for you.
Hey, Pupper.
Oh, now
Okay, I gotta
Ellis
move
is
the
being
switch
flooded
down.
by the animals.
I would love some water. I thought you said go the way the
Hello.
switch is set.
Go the way the switch is set.
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
the
the
way.
switch is set for the lower line. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know why I gravitated towards the top one because it was ridiculous. All right, let's go.
The top one
Oh,
is
hey.
mine, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
the
there's
top one is
one.
yours.
By the way, I know where my next endeavor is gonna. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
No,
That's-
you're not building a triple track here.
No, no,
quadruple
I'm
track.
not building a
You're not
triple
building
track.
the
Don't do
Broadway
it.
here. I know you like the Penzi, but we do not need 4 tracks here.
Well,
This is enough of a
Narrow
Broadway
gauge
for us
Penzi?
already.
God.
from a certain
I mean,
point of
Penzi
view.
did own some 3-foot lines. Didn't they own the East Broad Top for a while?
No. Not that
No,
I'm
they
aware
own the
of.
Waynesburg under Washington.
Yeah. That's the only mogul. The number 6 is the only mogul.
They also
from
own the
Penzi
Ohio
5.
River and Western.
They wound up owning some C16s in some weird short line that bought them from the
Yeah.
flippin' Rio Grande.
Oh, hey, look, an overpass.
Yep. Here's the Interstate Highway system.
When do we get Penzi C16s?
What? Why?
That
No,
sounds
when we
like
get C16s in the game, we need a Keystone number plate option.
that sounds like something that's gonna appear on the workshop.
Yeah.
You see,
Yes.
if somebody can get me a photo of a C16 with that condition, maybe.
Furiously Googles.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably gonna be the one that makes the C16.
We can we have a K4 in the game? No, we're not adding anything Pennsylvania except.
God.
Does the evil hand? Does the plotting hand thing?
I mean, if
Well,
it's a,
No,
Ellis
don't
just
say
slides
anything.
me $500 under the table.
yeah, no, I'm
Like-
just like, no, I send you
What the-
like 500 trading cards. This
what
is
if
my
we sweeten the deal?
this is my currency now.
You just
Oh.
pay people in trading cards.
More
It's
corrupt.
worth a lot more than the ruble, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Every day the
Breaking-
Iron Horsemen get more corrupt.
breaking
What are you
news.
talking about?
Breaking news: Germany is paying for its natural gas supply using locomotive versus trading cards now.
Wonder how that one happened.
Turns out Putin's a huge foamer.
Well, I mean, he has
He's a-
armored trains.
Exactly. He's invading Ukraine to take the trains. That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, speak of the trains in Ukraine. A couple of steam engines. There's been a couple steam engines that were because none of the engines that are preserved on the border there were moved before the invasion.
Well,
A couple of them were
course,
operational. In
Uh-oh.
one city, there was 17 engines,
uh-oh.
8 of which were operational. They're down to 12 or something, and
Oh,
one
no.
of them operational. The others are unaccounted for.
Unaccounted for.
They've
Yeah,
gone rogue.
And did these people?
The Russians take them.
Yeah, with a
we
tractor.
don't know.
No, the
We
Russians
don't
are
know
using
where
them
they're
now.
at.
Watch,
Actually-
it's gonna be World War II all over again. We're gonna see a BR-52 on the front lines. with
Oh
a
God!
VZ
See,
on the
no, that's.
front.
But that will just give that will just give them a huge propaganda boost because they're like, oh, we're going to denazify the Ukraine. That's why we're That's why we're doing this special military operation. And then you see a effing BR-52 and it's like, holy crap.
Wait a second.
If
did you
it just shows up with Big Z, it's like, oh yeah, so this is the Russians doing.
Big Z. Yeah, you know why they have Z's on the front?
Snore.
Because that's
It's
half of
half
the
the- it's-
swastika.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the other half fell off. Due to poor
Dang.
maintenance. Also,
Yeah.
why did you build all of this with dirt embankment?
Yes,
How dirty.
because it.
At least it touches the ground.
Yeah, I know. I need to fix that other section. Trish. If there's sections where it gets like really stupid, I did use the actual the stone embankment. But if you look to your right,
Hi guys.
Ellis, you can see why this is the
Ah!
the better one stylistically speaking.
I don't know about that.
What did Brian do?
Maybe this was on. If this was on stone embankments, you'd have me, almost the whole way. Although it doesn't look terrible
My
on the
stuff,
dirt.
my
But
stuff's
I'm
on
just-
stone embankments for the most part.
I'm looking at Stilt City over there, and I just can't. I can't help but think, wow, this is exactly what the Rutland would do if confronted with this situation.
But like
Brian,
right here,
you're
this
just
little
a
section
Rutland
between the
reincarnated.
two bridges, that should probably be the dirt.
Yeah.
Why
I
would you
just
build
realized-
stone embankment if it's like 2 feet above the ground?
The Horseman endgame. Brian is actually the Rutland all along.
That is his,
He's
the
just
fi-
reincarnated.
Brian's final form.
Yeah, I mean,
The Rutland.
that would make sense if all of the rest of the weird stuff was also built around water. Just the Rutland. I mean, they were a good railroad, but man, they had a bizarre relationship with water.
Is
any-
the Rutland the one with the boxcar?
Yep.
Yeah, the Rutland is
Yep.
the one with the barge bridge,
Yeah,
the boxcar, and
God.
the branch line that kept sinking.
Funniest shit I've
God.
ever seen.
I love the Rutland.
Okay, here we get
I just-
into some serious shit.
And the big green mountain types.
I just want to point out how the end of the Rutland's last operations was an illegal operation over the BM to move with an RS free to move the Steamtown the stuff for Steamtown to operate the 1960 free season in. They did it in the night and they were not supposed to, but they had trackage rights, and that was the last engine, the RS3, was what the Rutland's last move was Steamtown.
And then they died.
The Rutland
Yeah.
fought for a good cause, okay?
Yeah.
And then it died.
And then
Yeah.
Blount died.
Yep. Blount, no!
Yeah. This section right here needs to be
what the
related,
f-
but besides
You know
that,
it's
that
you
one
know it's
outcrop
Betsy, but
always
it makes
gets at
me
me.
say what the f-
Look, Betsy did it with like a pro. She doesn't care.
It's Porter approved track work.
Porter does backflips.
My stuff
for
is cookie
midway through,
approved at least.
I wouldn't
Cookie
say that.
Monster approved.
Cookie Master does not approve. Cookie
Hey,
Master
yay,
also does not
Highline.
approve of his own route, but you know.
The
So what
blue
are we
section
buying
of
a cl-
Highline. Thank you, Tyler.
So
Oh
what
my
are we buying
God,
a
What
Tyler.
the hell was this?
Oh, I have almost $4,000 now. We could buy some other stuff. We probably
Buy
want
a
another
Hazelite.
cookie, so we have 2 capable engines.
Yeah,
So
and then
we
you're
have
gonna
Well,
want
I'm
to.
kind
How
of
many?
Can we
How
not,
many hoppers do we have?
Is
we
there
have
nothing else we
6.
can buy at the
5.
moment?
Oh, we have
Okay.
5? I thought we had 6. Okay, we have 5 then.
You might want to buy like 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, I was thinking
We got a
need-
number.
We need more hoppers. We probably need like twice as many hoppers. We probably need twice as many steak flats.
I can buy some more cordwood cars soon.
I
And
don't think we
steak
need more
flats.
cordwood cars, honestly. Unless we're just gonna
Yeah.
run more trains of that. But we could, because Sasquatch can handle that, just running back and forth delivering cordwood. And the fact that you can run through on both sides now means that you should be able to run the whole thing without. Oh well, you do have to reverse the train at the logging camp, huh?
Yeah.
But you can run almost the whole thing without.
Yeah.
Rehearsing.
No loop.
Oh my god. This area is real
Currently.
pretty.
It's dark for me. I really wish I had brightness
You're about to
settings
see
for this.
Horseshoe.
Ah, we're doing
Right.
standards
Right,
again.
we actually are making a Penzi line then, so that's Horseshoe Third.
Horseshoe.
Yeah, I really would like to see a PRRC 16
How's my fire do? I haven't checked on this.
because then I can be like, why well, you cannot reject the truth any longer. We are one.
Well, you see, I can also bring in the Morenci Southern C-16s.
I just fought at something. Tweet CC16. Nah. Just it'd be the same thing, but round number plate.
Well,
I-
C-16s
What's
originally
the-
start with round number
What's the
plates.
type of Baldwin engine that tweets E12 and SP9?
They're not the same type.
They're,
I thought they
they're
were very much the
close.
same design.
No, they're
There's like
they're
a
different.
Baldwin name for it. It's like the 818 or something like that.
Yeah,
no, that's Eureka.
It's a
isn't it?
1020, something like that.
1012B.
The thing about the whole entire thing with Baldwin classifications is it's very, well, I guess it says
Loosey-goosey.
by number of wheels. I think it's cylinder diameter and one or two other things, but it's the card numbers is where it matters, and even the card numbers, if it's one off, there could be major differences. So that number, that classification, absolutely worthless in comparing the other engines to each other, besides like free vital stats. Anyhow, Ellis, I present
coal
you
mine.
the Red October.
The
Oh wait,
Red-
no, it's a coal mine.
The Red
Fuck.
October.
Anyway, I will
October
be back
skies?
to build a line, a yard for this area in the next bacon line, but I need to go because there's currently a hockey game on, and I'm obliged to watch it with my dad.
What? Why would you? Not you, Brian. This is criminal.
What
Oh,
is-
I get it, because you can't go up it.
What is it?
Look at the animation though.
For what?
What animation?
Oh, for the
Back
coal
here.
mine?
Yeah. Just watch as the buckets come up and down. Take a bit.
Oh, no spoilers. I haven't been yet.
Bucket go.
Oh, right.
Boom.
I remember
Anyway.
seeing that when I walked to
See
the
ya.
coal mine
See you
because I had
guys.
nothing better to do.
See ya.
Alright, see.
See it.
Just gotta
Rail
quit
0 out of
rails on
60.
But yeah, so rails and we need beams.
Beams.
Please do not tear down my lines.
Looking
this
for
time.
beams.
Quick, we need to turn down his line.
Build better lines.
Son of a bitch.
No, we're not. We're not. We're not. There's no need to do that this time.
Get me the
See you guys.
nukes!
See it.
Calm
Yeah.
down, Tyler.
Look, man, I can end the war if you just give me 60 nukes.
Calm down, MacArthur.
General Comrade MacArthur needs therapist.
Ah, General MacArthur.
You see, I wonder what would happen if General Palmer had access to nukes.
Oh boy.
Well, the Royal Gorge wouldn't exist.
Oh no, it would exist. It
Need
would
the
be even
Canyon.
bigger, actually.
Anyhow,
I just thought of something stupid.
Go on.
Iron Horseman lore. Secretly, Ivan's been hiding 60 this whole time, and 60's he's like Ivan but smaller. He even talks in a Russian accent, and then been in cahoots.
Just like a
He's just
high-pitched
hiding.
Russian accent.
well,
He
it's
has a
actually,
higher
no,
pitched Russian accent.
it's Great Western 60,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
but that's popular in Western now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I
It's,
I could
every day
imagine
it wakes up and it's in New Jersey.
every
Every
yeah,
day
the
I
worst.
wake up and I'm in New Jersey.
Real talk, it would be kind of neat to do it as I mean, contrived Hollywood BS, of course, but it would be kind of funny that, they are like 90 pines for 60, whatever 60 may be, uh, and Mrs. 60 from their time on the Great Western. Like,
Yes.
Going with the stereotypical, assume that 60 is, I can't even really say female because female is biological, so it doesn't make sense. So it would just say a girl, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
60 is feminine is actually the word that I typically used during documentation. So 60 is feminine, and they got along like a house on fire on the Great Western, and then they were separated, and someday Ivan goes to New Jersey for some reason. I don't know what.
Ivan goes to New Jersey.
I don't know what
Even
purpose.
I know.
The name of the
Flowers. Comrade
business.
Flowers.
Where actually, I don't know the full history of 60. Where did 60 go?
That's the reason. Comrade Flowers.
Yeah. Where was 60 in between running in New Jersey and running in Colorado, or vice versa, rather?
New Hampshire.
Another question is, what happened to 630 in the Horseman universe? Like, same history? Or
Probably. I mean,
did it...
if it isn't
Yeah.
written about, you can assume it was the same.
Yeah.
Unlike the zombie train, I don't have a reason to go through and figure out histories for every individual locomotive.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's the odd chance that an engine or a locomotive may have ended up doing something different, or whatever. But it doesn't
Yeah.
really it doesn't really make much difference one way or the other.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to ground it. Like, the only stuff that we have, like, blocked out lore for, and I can't speak for the extended stuff that people like Milky have done, because he's done quite a bit in particular. But obviously we have blocked out the locomotives that served on the Iron Horseman, and then some of their contemporaries and like the locomotives around them. Like, we know what Comet did, and we know what
Comet.
the New Haven Comet. It's the coolest goddamn thing in the world.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
that-
It was built by
never
Goodyear
looked up
Zeppelin.
it.
That's all that needs to be said.
Wait, seriously?
Look,
Yes.
Look.
I've never
Yes,
seen
seriously.
this thing, actually.
1455 is better because everything's plumbed for one main operation. All you need to do is put a stoker in that thing.
Ellis, where are you right now?
I am on the coal line with Tyler.
Oh, okay.
I've-
never mind,
I've
'cause your
kidnapped
name,
him.
Because your name kept popping up. I was wondering, like, oh man, are we heading to
I'm
the same
watching
line?
you. Actually, I need to
I'm
check
in
it.
your walls.
I need to check it on the Minecraft server because one of the new members was getting acquainted with it, and I clicked onto the Minecraft server, and I was just like, I'm watching this person experience it for the first time, and I'm tempted to just write in the server chat like, I'm watching you. But anyway.
Ellis, if you see any bad track,
Uh-oh.
just tell me.
Oh. Sorry, now
okay,
I
I
need
think
to
I found it.
now I need to take care of getting the subway token to this person actually.
Wait, did they get an achievement?
Yes.
Wait,
They
what
actually
achievement hadn't been gotten yet?
apparently acquire hardware.
That it?
Oh, whoops. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's just every person gets that.
Yeah, I mean every person gets that, but you have to claim it. So
Wait, seriously,
Oh.
nobody had claimed it? Really?
nobody had claimed it.
Yeah,
Well,
Ellis,
that
is that
was
it?
my mistake.
Is what it. Hold on. I'm writing something.
Alright.
Oops, and it didn't save my edit. So hardware, and then there we go. What is this? Yes, that is the Comet.
Okay.
That
Where
is
is it?
that is the he DM'd it to me. That is the thing
Oh.
that why have we stopped, Tyler?
I'm
Dump it
relaying
in,
this section.
Oh,
because
okay.
It was a bit.
I'll dump it in streaming and recording.
Yeah. The Comet was. It has not a really different history than in real life, but you could. The Comet was a star, obviously, being as beautiful as she was, and the, obviously being the heartthrob of, whoa,
What?
we hit the ground.
New character. New
Obviously
character.
being the heartthrob
Whoa.
of many locomotives, Lee included. Now, Lee being Boston and Maine, and Comet being New Haven, you could say
Forbidden
it was a
love.
sort of forbidden love, yes. But Lee got mixed up in a lot of things.
The mob?
Yeah, Lee has a noteworthy mob affiliation.
Wait, what?
Yes, and not only that, he actually screwed stuff up for the mob. So, in the late teens or early 20s, we never exactly settled on a date, but during that time frame, the mob had a fairly profitable hustle going. They were smuggling anthracite.
I was thinking you were going to say a profitable railroad.
Well, no, but
Their own. Not their own, at least.
yeah, exactly. Well, no, but actually, yes. They had okay. They had
We'll drop this over here.
a smuggling operation that consisted in using basically disguised hoppers disguised as express boxcars, so that they could bypass the Selkirk hurdle and run boxcars of anthracite coal through Penn Station to points in the Northeast and beyond. So to points in New England and
They're heavier
beyond.
than express boxcars or did they is there some explanation?
I mean, they would be heavier, but there was a lot of corruption. Just the only people they had to fool,
Like the Iron Horseman.
the only people they had to fool were the railroad inspectors themselves, and generally they didn't look that closely, as long as you didn't do something tremendously dumb, like putting the fake boxcar of the same number on the same train as the real boxcar of that number.
Oh.
I think I see what Lee did.
Yeah. So it blew the whole operation wide open, and he was wanted by the mob, which is why he went undercover. He changed his name and his road number, his road name and number, and left to live the simple life on a short line in Washington State. Although what he was really doing was moving out west with his comrades, the Boston boys. Well, that was stellar.
So that's why that's the explanation for why he's not MBM color.
Exactly.
Colors.
And
I was always wondering how that was going to get explained.
yeah. And that was one of the things. Now, he returns to the Northeast many years after. Let's see, he won a race between himself and a New Haven mogul that was sponsored. I don't recall what the deeper backstory was, but he won this race and he was acclaimed for it, and then he screwed this mob thing up later in an unrelated incident, really. He was invited to return to Boston to celebrate like the anniversary of his winning, and it was a trap. They ended up cornering him in the Rhode Island Locomotives Works, and it was the Comet that busted him out. So yeah, and then he escapes and returns to the Iron Horseman Railroad on the other side of the country and vows never to go back.
Where was this in the episode list?
It wasn't actually. There was an episode based on him, or there was an episode planned based on him returning to celebrate his win. But most of this was just written. It's in a document somewhere, or it's only in my head. I don't know. There's a lot of documentation. It's just scattered around. But yeah, so that was the whole thing where, he won this race. He became well known for it. He screwed up the mob dealing. Because of his fame, they couldn't just quietly quell the thing, and people were out for blood. Because the feds raided the coal mining operations that were providing the coal for this.
Oh.
And one of those coal mining operations was home to and 060, EJ Levino and Company number 3, which you may know currently resides at Steamtown.
Oh, yeah, that one.
So Levino in the present day, or in like 2003. When I talk about the present day in the Iron Horseman, I'm usually talking about 2003. Eventually, there's a whole like half-baked movie script that exists about the about a effectively a situation in 2003 where Cole has been sidelined for many years because in 71, or 71 is when Amtrak starts, right?
Yeah, 71.
In 71 or shortly thereafter, Cole goes off to be part of Amtrak because Katie has long since left the Iron Horseman Railroad to be a part of the Union Pacific Steam Program. And so, they could never quite make things work. Eventually, Cole just got fed up with being there, and he wasn't being too great, and Katie realized that this was a good thing for her, and we never figured out what relationship dynamic exactly spurred them to never seal the deal and her to leave, but needless to say, Cole never really wanted to stay on the Iron Horse and Railroad forever, and so he got his chance when Amtrak came around, and so he went to go run on Amtrak. Now there's a picture somewhere of Amtrak F7, I think it's number 104, with the nose all smashed up, because in the very early days of Amtrak, the Empire builder hit a chicken truck dead on, and that that messed up the nose of this poor F unit. Now in our chronology, that F unit
playing chicken, are we?
Yeah, in our chronology, that F unit is Cole, and so he goes out to be with Amtrak. He spends a relatively short period with them, crashes into this chicken truck, and Amtrak goes like, well, we're not gonna, like, it's not worth it to fix him. We've got a surplus of engines. So we're just gonna, I don't know, get rid of him. And Jerry steps in and takes him back, but he never can get him. He never can get him running again. No, not Jerry Day, Uncle Jerry, as in the head of the Iron Horse and Railroad. Not Jerry Day.
Green.
They were green. If Jerry Day, if you're watching this, they were green.
They were indeed green.
So there's a whole like 2003 plot line, but eventually, along the way, Lee, who's still around, by a miracle, I might add, comes to Steamtown, arrives at Steamtown, with Cole and a couple of other engines that are serving as Cole's entourage, including Dan, by the way, who's still around. And nearly gets the crap beaten out of him by Levino.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can someone please throw together that scene? I want to see that fight.
There was a period of time where I was really trying to get through the screenplay for that, but then I set it aside so I could work on the Housatonic full time.
Yeah.
The Housatonic killed the horse.
No.
Push the Housatonic out of the way. We gotta have Levino killing Lee.
Unfortunately, many things killed the Horseman. The Housatonic not really being one of them. I would like not to point the
lines.
Yeah, I would like not to point the finger at the Housatonic because I like how it has come along. But the yeah, I mean, and that's the whole thing. And I have a little blurb written on Levino, which is he goes by Levino, and I don't think we have a name for his surviving sister, which is I think number 6 from the same coal company. But point is, they were operating at this mine, and the feds showed up and ransacked the place, and, there may have been some casualties, etc., and Levino holds this against Lee, as do many people. It is noted that in his file that while Levino continues to work out his days on the Steamtown Railroad, which I think we have just termed the DL or something, because the real-life Delaware Lackawanna the railroad that runs through Steamtown in the Iron Horse chronology is controlled by and operated by Steamtown.
Yeah.
But anyway, he serves out his days at one of the farther flung yards of that railroad. Not that there were really any far flung yards of the DL. It's not very long. But, just keeping him away from the visitors at Steamtown and the rest of the staff most of the time, because he still has some sort of dubious mob affiliation, possibly, which is backed up by the fact that his sister was thrown in jail in 2004 for mob-related charges. So we have written in his file that yes, he may still be affiliated with the mob. His sister, a locomotive, went to jail because of mob affiliations in like 1994.
The locomotive jail?
Yeah.
What was it? There was there was a Thomas series that I saw once where they had like the concept of like locomotive jail because like talking trains. They also had, like train cops and stuff like that.
That'd be Victor Tanzik.
Yeah, they called theirs Railgate.
Railgate.
Yep, that's him.
Actually, let me see if I can find it. Oh, why is this all messed up?
Bonk, you're going to Kepner's backyard.
Why is the formatting this all messed up?
Out of curiosity, because I know that Stallion's story, what happened to the real 4501 happens to another Mikado. What was the road number of that other Mikado? Is it known in the Horsemen?
No, it's not known. We never figured it out. We just assumed that it would happen to another. It would happen to another one, presumably.
Yeah. There was, that actually is backed up in the fact of 4501 was the oldest of 3 candidates. So I think 4582 was a candidate.
Yeah.
But
which is
they went. Mr. Bruce went with. Yeah. Also, I think he went with 4501 just because of the fact Stallion was the prototype, and also for some reason had the lowest mileage of them all.
Well, she also is the one with the most shop hours because.
Yeah. Let's just the crane. All right, I'm just gonna drop you.
Bonk.
Yeah, that's where they found the record after the document.
Wait, so it was literally just somebody dropped it with a crane?
Yes, they did drop her from a crane in Somerset. She was dropped. Stallion has been. It's like, were you dropped on your head as a child? No, I was dropped on my butt.
Yeah, I was exactly what I was thinking.
Where is
just the baby? Don't drop the baby. Hold the baby gentle like baby.
Yeah, I'd like
what
to
was
imagine that. I like to imagine that Stallion got a southern brother or a southern to join him on the Horsemen at some point.
No.
Rip Stallion.
The thing is, Stallion was. You might even call him underpowered when they got him. He was the biggest power the railroad had, and even then it was like, all right, what are we doing here? What's Lee's
I'm not
number
meaning
again?
like a direct sibling. I mean like another Southern engine. Just like not a Mikado or something, like maybe a 280.
Yeah.
Or something. Because they had some big. They had because 630 has siblings. They had 10 of them called KS Freeze. These suckers were KS1s on steroids. These things could beat up Stallion. They are right on the heels of USRA like. They had 10 of them, and they worked coal mine trains.
I found the blurb. Which is the blurb about Lavino in the Steamtown file. It is theorized that when the Lavino Steel Company retired their steam locomotives, they did so to get rid of number 3. Allegedly, he still held his very tight connections to the mob, and with the indictment of his surviving sister in 1995, this seems ever more likely. He usually works at Taylor or Coxton Yards, wherever he can be placed that's distant from the Steamtown grounds, such that he does not interact with park guests. Yeah.
Dubious.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that one night, Chris and I were up till like 4 in the morning, just banging out all the history of Steamtown in the Iron Horseman universe, along with naming all the locomotives and and finding personalities for them, whatever. It was a lot of fun.
I'd love to read it.
It'll probably get released at some point, but I can go through some of these. Although we're past time, but I can just cover. So here's 47's entry. So the X10A, the 464T, the commute tank.
Yeah.
I love that thing to death. Her name is Hilary. Hilary. Hilarie. Which is named for one of the termini of the commuter rail network, as you could presume they all were. Moving to Steamtown may have lowered her pool for gossip participants, but it didn't slow her down. Like at the CN, she often had to be taken aside and reminded what her duties were, although her apologies never had the heart that Anne would have liked. Anne being Baldwin 26, the de facto head of the railroad side of the museum. At the very least, she did strive to make good time when finally getting to her work, as the passenger's opinion mattered quite a lot to her. This might sound like someone else.
Daisy.
Or Sally. On top of being gossip queen, she reached a point where she was flirt of the railroad, and her coerciveness rivaled Nathaniel's. So, she's Sally without the flashy and with a little bit more deviousness. She's the only one known to be able to turn his antics around on him, far too clever for her own good. Nathaniel was referenced in that. Nathaniel is the surviving DL&W engine. Let me find him really quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the mogul.
Yes. Daniel E6565. Steamtown contracted Nathaniel, despite the warnings of his innumerable previous owners, due to his Lackawanna heritage. Despite Anne's and others' attempts to condition him, he remained as manipulative as ever, and even grew worse due to his proximity to all of the feminine engines. Repeatedly avoided his work by coercing others, especially Gracie, to attempt it in place of him. Gracie is 2 entries down, that's 2929, the Jubilee.
Nice.
Yeah, initially a shining centerpiece of the Steamtown collection, she took a back seat as more powerful engines were able to do more than her work easily. Over the years of her tenure, she slowly began to make true friends, but always had difficulty discerning when she was being had. This often resulted in her doing far more work than she was assigned for, and more than she was capable of. So, unfortunately not the brightest bulb, but a kind-hearted individual.
Yeah.
Where are we going, Tyler? I guess back to the sawmill.
Back to the sawmill.
Need to check on.
So am I.
So am I.
Alright, we'll end up the new
Freeway train collision. Let's go.
I guess call it a night when we get back there.
Yeah, I suppose so. I can continue looking through these things.
4488 is gonna be a horseman character now.
Oh God.
Should work on the horseman continue.
How about have it so that they never tell a straight their backstory is a mystery. They just never tell the truth.
Yeah,
they just come up with a different explanation every time.
Yeah, have it be like the Joker, where like he tells a different story about what his background is every time somebody asks.
Yeah. He just looks at he directs attention to the little holes in the sides of his cylinders where the cotton belt logo was supposed to be. You want to know how I got these scars?
I want that. Actually, horseman character, a Southern KS free. I don't know. Pick one of the numbers, 2500 to 2509.
I mean,
just the history of that engine. How it's just like Stallion gets up to try that thing and that thing just shows up in the middle of the night, and he's like, "What on earth? How did one of you guys get out here? I made a run for it. They had me on a deadlock. I've been sitting on a deadlock for 5 weeks. I want it out."
You know what's funny? There are actually a couple of episode ideas that were almost that exact thing, just with a different engine. We at one point had a plan to add a New Haven USRA 080 to the series, just to get some New Haven representation. and have an 080 as a switcher because we didn't have a lot of switchers, and that was just one of the episode ideas, and there was one with like an NNW Malay or something like that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you had
yeah.
an NW Malay in like the first 2 episodes, and then it just never
Yeah.
shows again.
Yeah.
How'd you get out here?
Yeah. Hey, does everyone know that Shay that's slowly sinking into the ground in Steamtown?
Yeah.
The one that had
Oh,
the roof
no.
cave in on it?
Yeah.
His name is Ellie. Contracted at the end of his term with the Meadow River Lumber Company, as F. Nelson Blount wanted a geared engine for his collection. One of the most outgoing engines on the property, did his jobs with little complaints so long as he could talk someone's ear off. A hit with visitors. When the engine shed collapsed on him, he nearly lost his mind. He became irritable, stubborn, and horribly forgetful. Still ran well, but could not be used frequently. So,
Oh.
poor Ellie. You gotta feel bad for
Rip.
him.
Also, Brayden, where are you coming from?
Log camp.
Okay, and then
I'm taking the bypass.
is the other who's still on this? Yeah, Fort. Where's Fort?
I'm coming back from the iron mine.
Oh,
Oh, okay, wait, never mind.
I'm you from the future. I love that.
Oh!
hello.
Thanks,
Hi,
Matt.
You're lucky I'm empty and I could stop really quickly.
Yeah. Well, you see.
Oh, crap. Matt had the... Boop, I just speak.
Okay, come along.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, there's
Couple
one of
up.
the chaos.
I'm gonna be your helper. Ellis, get on the train.
That's funny. I joined in.
Okay, I'm
Like,
coming.
Oh,
I
I don't know
joined
why.
in just as you started talking about Lavino, and I was like, "Wait a minute!
Yeah. Yes, him.
It's that thing that theoretically is my character, but realistically will never happen."
Yeah. We have a few other fun ones. I mean, Anne, I can just sum up in that she's the mom of the museum.
Coming?
She's also the head, the yardmaster of Scranton and overall head of the museum, at least on the railroad side. And
Okay.
Ellis, you're gonna need to move for a second. I
I'm
need to
gonna
get
need
the
to
break.
Oh, sorry. Let me stand on the other side. What is going on? I'm gonna go stand on top of something.
Also, Alice, I did
Okay,
tell
let's
you
go.
that I'm getting a book with information on 4488 on Sunday.
Yeah, that's exciting. I
Oh,
hope
boy.
we can learn more.
So,
I like how
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I like how the porter isn't even as tall as the cookies tender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what is the whole thing? I'm probably like extremely late asking this question. What's the whole thing with the 4488? Where did that joke come from? And
Okay,
how did I
so
miss it?
It's not a joke. but-
Ace requested a special order card of the 4488,
Well,
and
okay,
as
so
we... Go ahead.
So the thing was, is I was thinking of getting like a special order card, and I was like, maybe I should do like a black GS series locomotive. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do one with the 2 headlights because I think the 2 headlights is very ugly. And so I was looking at the GS1s, or not the GS1s, but like the GS
The
2s and 3s, and I was like, wow, these things suck.
These
And,
things are suck.
And so I kept looking, and then it was like, maybe I could do a GS6. And I was like, which is a lot of people don't know existed, but that's like a mixed
cotton belt thing,
traffic
right?
version of the engine. Like it got smaller drivers.
Well,
and
a lot
like,
of people know
less
it because
powerful.
4460.
Right. I was like, wow, this
Give me
thing's
elephant
junk.
ears.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this thing is absolute junk. So I went to look at more engines, and it was like, yes, GS7s and GS8s exist. I was like, what? And it's like, yeah, these are these cotton belt engines. And I was like, okay, let me look at the stat
Yeah.
pages. I'm like, okay, these engines aren't bad, but because they were made in 3 different production runs, this one in the middle, this section in the middle 5 seemed to be the best engines. And so I was looking, and there was one engine from that middle subclass that ended up on the SP. It's like, okay, well, that's not too bad. And then the more we dug, the more crazy stuff came up.
Yeah, no, it's a ridiculous story.
It's a
Oh,
rabbit hole.
geez.
Yeah, so it's like it's a 19-year-old engine. It worked on Cotton Belt, doing nothing much. And then Southern
Lucky
Pacific
girl.
was like, we want to consolidate our steam. And so they consolidated their steam. They sent so Southern Pacific got 2 engines from the first subclass, or they got engines from the first subclass and from the last subclass. Um,
Show.
and so they sent the middle subclass to TNNO, and
yes.
for some reason, 4488, which was cotton built 813, just shows up for no reason on the Southern Pacific. And it's crazy. Like it pulled one train for SP before being scrapped. It got into 2 head-ons during its career. Not just 2 accidents. It got into 2 head-on collisions.
Jeez.
It looks really
That
nice.
Whoa!
seems like they would have
It's-
figured it out after the first one.
Yeah, and it's very hard to get photos of this engine because
Oh.
it's so mundane looking. It just looks like a generic steam engine.
Ugh.
It is
If
actually
you
very
averaged
interesting.
out every single American Northern, you'd end up with this thing.
Yeah, I did see a picture of it and some brass models of it.
Yeah.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Okay, well I got to turn in for the night then.
All right, Ford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
Night
to
Fort.
can the stream anyway. Gloria's showing me Volvos that she found on Craigslist.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes, you guys remember that $1,800 Volvo 240 that I posted in the workshop the other day?
Mhm.
Huh?
Gloria wanted it, was thinking of getting it,
I had
And-
the money
Oh
for
my.
it.
and had the money for it apparently. So
I'm. If it's okay, actually I'm not even gonna ask if it's okay. I am pinging Dean.
oh no, Dean knows I think. Why can't I?
Okay.
Oh, can you not walk through the doors when they're closed now? No, I just can't get in.
It's none of Dean's fucking business what car I drives.
I know, it's just funny. Also, the people in your neighborhood are gonna
He
be
wants
like
to sell this
walking
car.
by.
Because he's posted it 3 separate times.
Oh my god. Oh wow, did it get cheaper? Hold on. I thought I saw one for
Did it get cheaper?
I can only
Oh,
imagine
no.
the people in your neighborhood walking by and being like, "Why do these people have 3 of the exact same car?"
Yes, Volvo party.
Isn't her Volvos?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna save the game. and
Wait,
then I'm gonna end
don't
the
save
stream.
yet.
Oh, too late.
Don't save quite yet. Oh, never mind.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
we got.
You can finish what you're doing, and then I will save again. Where are you?
Well, I'm kind of on the line. I kind of kept going
Well, there.
towards the smelter. Towards the smelter.
Oof.
Yeah, I can run back though. I'm not too far from the
I mean, you can-
thing.
Wait, are
There's
you
no
like
there's no-
running as a human being or running a train?
Running a train.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, finish what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I'll just run back. I can push back to the because I was just I'm not far from the overpass. I'm like right.
I mean, I would say just stop your train, but that could lead to problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's 2 of the fun ones. Do you guys know about well, okay, who wants to hear about the big boy?
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's go.
goodness.
You say
Alright.
that while playing my game.
I know.
I
Dun,
Alpha
dun,
4000 class
dun.
4884 number 4012 Gerald. Steamtown's flamboyant greeter, who, while his size prevented him from moving about the railroad properly, was one of the most frequent engines in Steam. His outgoing personality allowed him to act effectively with park guests and picked up nearly an encyclopedic knowledge of the facilities and his peers. Unfortunately, he atrophied due to lack of movement and will probably sit on his track until the end of time.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wait, atrophied.
Yeah, he just sort of seized up because he didn't get to roll around at all.
Oh.
They did not see him. They did not see him rolling, and they did not hit him.
He was not a great big rolling railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
quite the
shame.
opposite.
And that
It's a
everybody
shame.
knew was not a great big rolling railroad.
rolling loco with a
$1,000.
face.
I assume Levito was only stopped from beating up Lee because Blount kind of just stepped in.
Well, I would wager everyone just kind of stepped in. Probably, if I were to write the scene now, it would probably have to do with like Lee and Blount and Lee and Cole and whoever else is going with them at this point, I think the two other like additional characters for this story had peeled off at this point, because they are modern engines with real jobs and they couldn't just dick around and tote two steam engines across the country. They start the locomotives on their journey, and then they have to leave them in like Minneapolis, and in Minneapolis,
and then they run into Dan.
Well, yeah. So what happens is Lee goes off and gets in contact with some people, and decides to arrange for him and Cole. I think it's just him and Cole to, or him and Cole, and Steven is driving Cole, but that's beside the point. To leave the yard and continue heading east on their own accord without waiting for one of the other two locomotives to come back. And so they do this. They get hopelessly lost. They wind up on the, what is the name of the Escanaba and like...
the Escanaba Lake
Superior?
How convenient.
Yes, how convenient where they run into a much reformed Dan. Dan, having had a tumultuous existence, going from obviously the PRR to the Iron Horseman, then after Johnson was scrapped, left the Iron Horseman to go be on the New York Central because they had an opening. Had a hell of a time there for years because he was a Pensy engine on the Central. But became one of the lucky 10 that the Monongahela picked up, and then became one of the last 2 that the D&H picked up. And so
I love how you guys fit famous things into Horseman just via pure plot convenience.
And it works.
It totally works. It makes me love the Horseman even more. The series.
It's him and his Aggie Jeep, yeah. It's him and his roommate, Phil, who they've come along since the New York Central days. And so they arrive there. Dan, he has this moment with them, and then he agrees to help them get further east. So he sets out, and Phil warns him. He says, you already snapped your crankshaft once. If something else happens to you, I don't, we might not be able to fix you, and I don't want that to happen to you. And Dan says, yeah, but I've got, this is, basically, in short, this is my redemption. I have to go do this. So he takes off with Lee and Cole and heads east. And they're heading east because they can go to, Schenectady. And in Schenectady, there's a daily train that runs to Steamtown from there. And it actually runs down along the,
because why not?
Yeah, well, the idea was that Steamtown in this universe obviously has a much greater reach than Steamtown in the modern era because they have taken on an administrative position as like a home for lost locomotives. And being the only program of this type in the country, they get a lot of funding to do it.
Okay.
So,
understandable.
They use the engines that they are... Well, they have their engines that are part of the museum staff, that were part of Blount's collection. But also they have like a rotation of engines that are, that have no contracts and nowhere to go. So Steamtown puts them up for, a few weeks to a few months so that they can find a new place to be.
That actually is a pretty interesting idea.
It's
like a homeless shelter.
It is. It's a home for lost trains.
I like that.
And Steamtown, as I mentioned, is running all of the necessities of the DL. So they're running all of the traffic in their general area. And including that is service over... Because we played a bit with the railroad mergers so that the Ararat grade of the D&H survives. And Steamtown has control of the Ararat line. As far as Oneonta, where they hand things off to whoever is controlling it at that point. I can't remember if we said the D&H was still around or if it was Canadian Pacific or whatever. But they hand things off at that point usually. There is a once daily passenger train that goes from Scranton to Schenectady over this line and back. And that train is run by the very same D&H or ex-D&H PAs.
Oh, cool.
The ones that in real life went off, and Doyle McCormick as one of them, and one of them's in Mexico or whatever. They exist pretty much solely to run this train. And being D&H and Dan being ex-D&H, he knows them very well. So he takes them to Schenectady and says, basically, you know, I can take you to Schenectady, and there I know people that will take you the rest of the way to Steamtown. And they're going to Steamtown. If I recall correctly, they're going to Steamtown to meet up with Blount. Also because Steamtown has a oft-forgotten, or had an oft-forgotten, Union Pacific 440.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they need this 440 because, being a Union Pacific engine, it can get them into Cheyenne, where Katy is. And Cole is trying to get to Katy. That's the whole premise of the movie. Cole's trying to get to Katy.
Wait,
forgot
they
about
have
that.
to have the 440 because they have to have a UP engine to be on UP tracks. They have to be escorted by a UP engine on UP tracks. This is the whole point of getting the 440.
And
I love it.
And Union
Wait a
Pacific
second.
actually at this time has this massive cover-up going on about 844 and 838, where they got the two of them. And 838 was a Union Pacific locomotive for its entire life, and 844 was an Iron Horseman engine, obviously. That's Katy.
Yeah.
But Katy was in better mechanical shape, so they decided to just get Katy from the Iron Horseman and use her for the steam program.
Cole's about to blow the whole cover off the water.
Well, hold on, because it gets better. 844, upon arrival, the other 838's name is Bella, and eventually there's maybe a shakeup in management or something, but they change their minds, and they shelve 844, and they use 838 as their touring engine, as their living legend, whatever you want to call it, until it hits a car. And has a fairly major wreck as a result, actually. I think it hits a car, but point being, bottom line is, has a fairly major wreck and has to be taken out of service. Now, Union Pacific doesn't want to admit this, so what they do is they take 844, they take Katy, and dollar up as 838, and pretend like nothing happened.
It's funny, too, because that happened so much in real life.
Yes.
Like, before preservation. Like 7002.
Yeah, right? And so now you have this, you have 838, who is Katy, but pretending not to be Katy, and Cole, who here is, who all he knows is that Katy is in Cheyenne, probably tucked away in the Union Pacific shops, etc. But they know something fishy is going on, and the reason they know that is because Katy isn't the only one that went to Cheyenne in the 60s. Obviously, she couldn't go without Kurt. So Kurt...
I forgot about this part of the story.
Kurt moves to... No, Gloria's looking at me. She likes Kurt. Kurt picks up and moves to Cheyenne to be part of the Union Pacific Steam program with Katy, is obviously miffed when they turn her down, but runs the trains nevertheless, so he runs 838 instead. After the wreck, they make the switch, and Kurt is like, no, I can't do this. We're I'm not going to sit around and pretend that my engine is not what my engine is. And so Union Pacific fires him. But fires him with pension, so long as he never tells anyone. So he just writes it in his journals, and he goes on and he takes up a job as guidance counselor at Cheyenne Public Schools. Absolutely, you can.
Oh, but, and that's where the other thing ties in.
Yeah, so they eventually get a hold of his memoirs because they visit the Strasbourg branch and they contact. Well, they try to contact Kurt. He's passed away, but his son is alive, and he sends along the memoirs.
Kurt's not dead. He's actually down here in Rhode Island.
Yeah. So basically, Cole
Cognito.
from that moment on, Cole is trying to get to Cheyenne to figure out what the heck is going on with Katie. And they determine they need a Union Pacific engine, but most Union Pacific engines are loyal to Union Pacific, like
Of course they are.
like North Korea loyal. And they're not going to spill the beans, and they're not going to help. The people that Cole and Lee have on their side are an Amtrak P-42 and if I'm remembering correctly, I think it was either one of the Canadian roads or maybe like a BNSF locomotive, like a SD or BN. It's not Union Pacific. My point is.
Yeah. Wait a second. There was an Amtrak F unit in the string of shit that was just, the random stuff that was with Jerry's car. Is that?
Yes.
Was that?
Nailed it.
Perfection.
So yeah, that is the beginning of that story. Now, Jerry passes away in like late 2002, and Stephen picks up the mantle, etc., etc. Gets Cole running, blah 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 blah. XYZ happens, and then they're traipsing across the country to find a Union Pacific engine that might help them. And they get word of, there's this one at Steamtown, and that's that. I mean, the rest of it is history, and eventually it leads to them storming Cheyenne, like Area 51.
They have a 440, a Mogul, an F unit, and a Mikado.
Yeah, and also Dan comes to help because the Baldwins are really good pushers, so he ends up Dan ends up going toe to toe with 3985.
Oh.
Who's yeah.
I'm sure that can only go well.
And no.
But here's the thing that really blows it wide open.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when an ex-Amtrak F unit, a Mikado, a Mogul, and a 440, and a Sharknose tripes across the country together? What happens as a result of that?
Rail fans out in force.
Oh yeah. Foamers. An army of foamers follows them to Cheyenne. That's why I say it's like the Area 51 raid. It's like you can't stop all of them. There's just a million foamers with cameras pointed in every direction.
The foamer army.
Because, wait, so I can assume they never changed out Katie and Bell's builder's plates, did they?
Well, whether they did or they didn't, that's not the important part. The important part is Cole rolls up and Katie recognizes him. And they recognize each other. And that's, at that very moment, the cover is off. From that very moment, it's game over for Union Pacific, and they get their big, like, oh no, we've been faking it this whole time. Not that it really matters. It's not like there's any legal ramifications of that. It's kind of a low-stakes gambit. But the point is,
UP
that's
evil.
Yeah, UP bad.
We've known this.
Yeah. You've been trying to be the villain this whole... What are you trying to be, the villain? Well, to be honest, I've been trying my best.
Alright, I'm gonna save the game again. I don't think anybody else is on, but...
That was like, me trying to explain Armor Yellow to, like, my dad.